Every week. Oh, there it
All
is.
fixed.
And we're back.
I didn't check the screen. It's my fault.
Did not check the screen.
Don't worry. It's recorded. Just the 6 people on YouTube missed that intro. But we're here now. So, once again, we have our friend Tony DeRienzo with us. We're going to talk to him about all sorts of fun stuff. Check out revivalmotoring.com for info on all the shows. Us here at Topics Under the Stairs, our friends at Revival Motoring, and Loose is Fast. Let's talk Loose is Fast. Those guys have been busy.
Yeah, they have.
They're always busy, man.
Yeah, this is their time of year.
Oh.
If you're not familiar, Loose is Fast is our sister show that covers all NASCAR all the time. They were at Pocono, I think, already this year.
Weeks ago, yep.
I know they got Loudon in the fall, but they're just hitting the ground running.
They've had a couple. They actually had a driver interview with Ryan Preece.
Yeah, had a driver interview a few weeks ago.
Little 20-minute extra episode. Check that out.
Yeah, their show is fun to the sense that, like, even if you don't like NASCAR, it's a fun show to listen to. Or if you're just starting to get into it, it's not super advanced to the point where you know, it feels foreign.
They do a good job.
But it's advanced enough that people who know NASCAR would enjoy it.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
It's definitely. It
I
goes
guess
in
the
both
point is
directions.
it's very user friendly.
Correct.
You should listen to those guys. They're good friends of ours, and their show is great. So check it out. Obviously, Revival Motoring. Most people, I feel, are familiar with that. Let's be honest.
It's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
That's why everyone's here.
Yeah, Tony was just asking how long we've been doing this, and it's like almost like 4 or 5 years now or something. Yeah. And it's like Revival Motoring's been, if we're 4 or 5 years, they're like 6 years or something, or more maybe at this point. I don't even know. Yeah, we're on episode 237, so 237 weeks of this. Crazy. And Loose is Fast isn't that far behind us, right?
Yeah, no, they're only. I think if we started in November, they started in like March.
Yeah, so not too far
So,
behind.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody who listens. Even if you're not a regular listener of all the shows, all of them have corresponding YouTube pages and Spotify pages and Instagram pages. Give it a quick follow. I'm sure you follow dumber shit that's less relevant. Just follow it.
That's fair.
It helps. Feed the algorithm, like posts, leave comments when you can. If there's a place where you can leave a rating, all that stuff really, really helps. If you're a regular listener and you want to really help us, check out that Bucks for the Boys system, revivalmotoring.com/B4B. And a couple bucks a month goes a long way. It helps us pay for all the things we do here. If you're local, come to a donut meet pretty much the first Sunday of the month. Every month. This coming Sunday, actually, the 13th, since it was the holiday weekend last week, is going to be the July donut meet. Come through. We're here at the Revival Motoring HQ, like 9 to 11. Hit one of us up. Any of the show pages, and we'll give you the address. We just don't post it because if you suck, we don't want you there. Pretty simple. Any other callbacks?
Just the party.
The party.
Paul was asking. Yeah, party's great, Paul. I always have a good time.
You might have the best time.
You were having a great time.
Regardless of anyone else's time.
I wish I could have gone this year. I've gone the last couple of years, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm sure this year
was
was
pretty,
just as much fun.
I was pretty annihilated for sure.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I would say more than usual.
All right.
We left.
It was about the same amount of people as usual.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take.
I'd say so.
Memory's a little
Yeah, that's fair.
in and out.
We left slightly earlier than normal because Cassie and I were both having a great time. And I wanted to be closer to home.
Yeah.
So we hit the fireworks in Middleborough afterwards. Parked at Anthony and Sarah's right up the road from us. Walked over there. So we were on foot for the rest of the evening, which was convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched the fireworks from Harper Lane.
Yeah. How packed was that place?
It was packed, but they have the whole parking lot roped off for
nice.
outside spectators.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was packed, but I mean, the line for a beer was like 5 minutes. It wasn't
that's
bad.
fine, yeah.
So it was a great time, Drank some delicious beer with our friend and previous guest, Mike from Harper Lane.
Nice.
You can see the fireworks perfect. You're not dealing with all the traffic and bullshit of the carnival and firework people.
So you walked home from there?
From there, we walked back to Anthony's house, and then Chris Reese parked there, who drove Cassie and I home.
Oh, nice.
And then Cassie, Chris, and I crushed another dozen beers in the garage, probably.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, the garage is like a time warp for beers. Tony understands.
It goes quick.
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah, it
really
goes
quick.
quick. Yeah,
It's
they are.
1 a.m. before you know it.
Yeah. Once you step into that garage,
So I don't go to the garage.
a 12-pack turns
It's like
into a no-pack real fast.
The planet in Interstellar, where like 5 minutes in there means like 4 hours out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Exactly. Cassie, the last time Tony and I were out there, she came out, and I was like, "Do you want to have a beer with us?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go pick up a couple things first, then I'll come back out." And she said, "You were a different person when I came back."
It was only like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, it wasn't long, but that's what happens. It was 20 minutes for her. Tony and I were out there for 3 hours, probably.
Yeah.
I'm reaching in that fridge for another beer. I was like, oh, where'd all these go? Like, I guess we drank them all.
Yeah.
I felt like they were gone in 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's a time warp out there. K-Wizzy in the chat. I played lacrosse with that kid. DeRienzo was supposed to go pro. Is that true?
No, I wasn't that good. That's funny. Must
You
be
know this
another
guy?
I don't think so. No, I played lacrosse, but no way.
K-Wizzy, who are you?
Yeah, that's not someone that's normally in our chat.
But you were pretty good.
I think I was as good as anybody else was.
Yeah,
but
so
nobody was good in
Humble's in
Bridgewater.
there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he knows. He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at any sports, but yeah, I guess I was. I mean, as good as anybody else was, but nobody was good in fucking Bridgewater. So.
Yeah, big lacrosse town, Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. My son started playing lacrosse last year in 9th grade, and it was like the first time he ever picked up a lacrosse stick, but he did okay. You know?
Do you have callbacks? Because I got one for you.
You have one for me?
For you.
Okay.
I mean, it was a
Do
busy.
you have any?
I
Nothing
guess
that I felt was going to beat this, so you should go.
Well, I don't know if it's going to beat this, but all right. So John loves the fillet of fish.
I do.
So I went fishing with Jared the other day.
I'm not a big fast food guy, but if I'm gonna get fast food, that is my
I'm going
top
to pick
choice.
the worst possible choice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sell the whole. I'm not a big fast food guy, but I order the shittiest thing on the fucking menu.
Right. Let's
That's
make
what
that.
I want. If
Yeah,
I'm getting fast
okay.
food, I want a fillet of fish.
So you think you've told me the bun on the fillet of fish is different from any other bun on the McDonald's menu. Is that correct?
Jared feels more strongly
I don't
about
care.
that than I do.
I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
I don't need to talk to Jared. I already had a conversation with him.
I think that it is different. Yes.
You think it's different, or you know
I
it's
don't
different?
know
Isn't it
it's different.
square?
No. The patty is square. The fish patty is square.
So
the
this-
biggest difference
I
is
think
the
it used
slice.
to be square, didn't it?
No, the slice of
No, you're
American
thinking of
cheese
Wendy's.
is the biggest difference. The slice of American cheese is a half a
Yeah.
slice instead of a full slice. That's the big difference.
That's the big difference,
Well,
or the
why
fact the whole
why do
sandwich
you
is a
pay
fish.
for a whole sandwich and only get half a slice?
Because the ratio would be wrong. If you had that much cheese, it wouldn't be right.
But if you had more cheese, you wouldn't taste the fish, and that's really what we're going for.
All right. So, anyways, so
Maybe I
Jar-
would eat grilled cheese. at
Jared
that
got a
point.
fillet of fish the other night.
The bun does seem different.
Did you invite Craig?
Paul,
We're gonna
I
get
did
to-
invite
we're gonna get
Craig.
to that.
We'll get all
We're
right.
gonna get to
all right,
that.
we'll get to that in a sec. So he ordered that, and I go, "You got to be fucking kidding." He sent you a picture of it, right?
Yeah.
So I said, "You know, it's the same bun as the hamburgers." He goes, "No, it's not." And Kai's in the back. She goes, "Why wouldn't it be?" And I said,
I heard her saying
"Exactly."
that.
I said, "Exactly."
You think anyone's changing buns
No shit.
in the back room there?
That's what I'm saying, right? So Jared, an hour and a half later, goes, "You're fucking right. It is the same bun." I said, "No kidding. It's just steamed."
But
I
it's
said-
steamed. That's what's different.
I want to punch you in the fucking face. Like, seriously, that's not what's different.
You could steam a pile of
You
shit.
both
It's still a
tried to-
pile of shit.
You both try to tell me, no, it's not the same bun. It's totally different. Steam doesn't do anything. Okay?
All right, let's include our guest. Are you a fillet of fish guy? Would you eat a fillet of fish?
Have you ever eaten a fillet of
I've
fish?
made them. I worked at McDonald's, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have an insider.
Hold on.
An inside
Have you?
scoop.
Have you? You're so quiet.
He's just back over there listening to us.
I don't know.
So, have you eaten one?
I have, yeah.
What'd you think?
Why am I Googling this? We have the answer right here.
I didn't ask you to Google anything. You don't even need to. I'm your fucking source right now.
Did you switch buns in the back room?
Couple times, maybe, yeah.
Well, not because you dropped one, but is it a different bun?
For the flavor, no, same bun, just steamed.
Okay.
That's right.
You're
The same
asking?
ones they
Yeah,
use for the
same.
hamburger
All right.
cheeseburger.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
a steamer.
Just
No,
steam.
steamer only came out for that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
it.
for that 3 weeks out of the year. It's like during Lent. during Lent when they were going. Yeah, that's what they do for like the 2 for 5, whatever.
2 for $3.33.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like during Lent because more people
Yeah.
are eating.
So you can look that up. I'm just letting you know.
Unbelievable. So
that's-
the rest of the year, the filet fish just isn't steamed.
No, they're steamed, but you just don't sell
A lot of them.
Shit.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
right,
you
right.
sell once in a while.
Right, because nobody wants that. They only eat that because Jesus made them.
I eat them every time I go to McDonald's. I love filet fish.
But yeah, so I thought that was great that Jared actually took the time to look that up because I was all over him. And I'm like, marketing wise, I said, like, as a business owner, they look the same. I can see it. I said, for
I
them,
love how he's just that
Yeah.
tells you the kind of person Tony is, though. Like
humble.
humble.
Doesn't want to talk too much shit.
Apparently, the cross
Yeah.
wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just going to let us just run down this road. And
Based on how this is going, I'm thinking that Tony might be a professional lacrosse player, and we don't know it.
yeah, we don't even fucking know.
I would ask him about his time in the fast food trenches.
Yeah. That was my other callback, which I thought was great. And
That's
the fact
hilarious.
that Jared had to text me that at like 11 at night.
Do you know what my callback is? Is how
broke
we
the
talk
microphone
about
just
how
now.
I'm hungry every time we leave fishing, and they never get food after we go fishing at
I only
night.
stopped.
Is it
because
the
my-
sound of the ocean?
Until no, I just always want to eat.
All right.
Yeah, did you ask me to stop?
No.
No, then shut the fuck up.
Well, the one time I didn't go fishing with them, they're
The
sending me
one
videos.
time. The one
filet of
time.
All
fish.
you can eat steak place.
My wife was hungry, and she said, "Hey, there's nothing in this fucking house. I don't care what time you come home. Just fucking get me something to eat on the way home." I said, "No problem." And so I stopped at McDonald's because I already knew because of our whole
Yeah.
debacle of what kitchens are open late. Coming back from carp fishing, not many. So I was like, I'm going to fucking. Yeah, we can talk about
We'll
that.
get there.
That's another callback.
Does it? Well, yes, it is another callback. So
That's a message from Paul that says, "Did you invite Craig
Right.
fishing?"
And yes, we do now. So now, Paul, we're in a group message. Me, Jared, and Craig. Excuse me. And
Let me pull it up.
it is called Craig's Invite Tracker. That's the name of the group.
It is.
Lacrosse stick,
Basically,
basically.
2
Here it is.
true.
Craig's
That's
invite
true.
tracker. That is in fact
Yes,
the name of the
yes.
group. It's a real thing.
And you almost had me on that fucking car yesterday, but I'm like, wait a minute. Why the fuck's it parked like that?
Oh yeah, I put fake air ride on Craig's car.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, you know what? I'm
Is
like,
that a
that's
BMW? What is that?
it's
No,
an
that's
Audi.
Craig's car.
It's an Audi.
Yeah, that's the real car.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, I'm like, I think that's fake because of how it's parked.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
are the rims inside the? Yeah.
It wasn't even that. It was just why is it
Oh, he
happening
would never
right?
park
Because
like
that
that?
right? No,
No,
of course
he
not.
did. He did park like
Oh,
that.
right.
That's the real picture.
Oh,
Okay.
why? Oh, I didn't know that. Why did he park like that?
Because he backed the Jeep out of the garage.
That thing moved.
Yeah, he has it on my trickle charger, so it started right up fine.
Wait, the Project DP has runs?
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
runs
yeah,
fine.
it runs fine. The running's not the
It's
I'll
problem.
buy it
at
right
all.
fucking now.
Yeah, not for what you want to pay him. I can't let it go for that.
You have nothing to do with this.
I do. I
You
hauled
stay
it
right
there.
the fuck
I
out of
hauled
it.
it there.
I will fucking let you drive it if you.
I don't
let me
want to
buy-
drive it. It's a fucking death trap. I'll fall. Everything.
You
will
can't
fall
It
drive
apart.
won't
if
be
you
when
s-
I'm done with it.
If you step on the pedal, your foot's going to the ground.
Yeah, and when we say
You
the
can't
ground,
touch the pedals.
Like the actual
Like, for
floor. That's
real.
Like,
fine.
yeah, the pavement. I don't even know what the pedals are connected to because you can see the ground under you.
he's Flintstone in that shit.
Oh wow!
All right, what are we doing?
No, this guy knows who Tony is.
Oh, he
Yeah.
knows.
No,
Tony.
he knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know who he is, or you just not letting us know? Is this
He's
whole-
like, no, it's
is
my
this-
brother. I
is
just don't
this-
want to
is this
acknowledge
gonna be
him.
like the whole
I've
It's
told
gonna be
a
like the
few
whole
people I
McDonald's
was-
thing. You're just gonna keep quiet.
Anybody I told on this that I was going on this has K Wizzy. I'm trying to figure out because I only told a few people I was doing this tonight.
Oh really?
But
Somebody's just
everybody I
trolling
know,
you right now.
yeah, it's
So,
fucking with me
so
big
someone's
time.
using a different name to like
Yeah,
fuck with you.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
big
right,
time, yeah.
that's fair.
So as far as the TFTI thing though, we joked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mark's biggest pet peeve in the world is
One
TFTI.
of them. One of them.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, man.
So that's where we're at. You got any callbacks?
I mean, it's callback. We've talked about Craigslist before. We've talked about
We've been talking about Craig for 20 minutes.
No,
Yeah,
not
what?
Craig, not Craig.
Oh.
Or Facebook Marketplace, or like any place that's a cesspool to buy shit. And so I was just kind of scout it, whatever for something. And for some reason this came up and it just said salad dressing.
Oh.
And I said,
Craigslist
listening.
salad dressing.
I have many new salad dressings. Ken's barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's, and large barbecue sauce. $3 each. Come to my house.
Wow.
What? Why? Where? How? I have so many fucking questions. Who would buy fucking marketplace salad dressing?
Does he have honey mustard? Asking for a friend.
This is the fucking ad is honey mustard.
Oh, nice. That's a good honey
He
mustard.
has honey mustard to start. And
How
I'm
much?
like,
Is it expired?
I'm assuming it's expired by fucking decades at this point. Because why do you have this?
That's a good question.
This is fucking wild.
What were you looking on Craigslist to come across that?
I just kind of pull up the marketplace part of it. Not Craigslist, Facebook, whatever,
okay.
marketplace, and just run with it for a minute.
So you have a Facebook profile?
No,
So you don't need one to get on Marketplace? I thought you did.
you do. But I don't have a Facebook marketplace. I don't have a Facebook.
good.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is a
It's-
great conversation.
It's, yes. You can't find me there, but I can see shit on marketplace. How's that?
I'm going to find you.
Yeah. You're not. So, anyway, it's just, I thought that was fucking disgusting. And why would anyone buy?
That's weird.
You gonna go there and give them $3 for one bottle? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, that's super weird.
You shouldn't have that.
That's weird.
I don't like it.
I mean, go ahead.
I don't
Just
like it.
fucking hit it. Oh, that one. Okay. You got news?
I have one.
What do you got? Nothing. Useless.
Useless.
Trash today.
Yeah.
All right. So if you don't know, you should already know. Lyndon Byers died. If you don't know who he is,
That was fucking
moved the
sad.
fuck out of New England.
Yeah.
He was
LB.
drafted second round for the Bruins, I think in '82.
Fucking
He was a big enforcer. And he was on WAF for
God, 15 years.
however long Greg Hill was there. So
Yeah,
20-something
15
years.
Something
yeah.
years, yeah.
Yeah. So
So when I got my first job out of college, I was driving a truck for a food company. Not really driving a truck, but I was doing like merchandising stuff, but I had to bring the product with me. And I was up in the Boston area every day, and I listened to them fucking religiously.
Yeah, they had a great show.
So
the
good.
Hillman show was very good.
Yep. Hillman.
Actually, I
Morning.
think all the hosts on that particular channel
Yeah,
very
Mike
great.
Shue,
Yeah.
Carrie, like all
of
the
them, yeah.
daytime. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
That
so-
they had a run of incredible shows
Yep.
for
Yeah, they did a
15
good job.
years, and then
Yep.
then
Was a shame.
AAF just went like
Yeah.
fucking light format one day
Yep.
and fuck
so-
off.
So that was a bummer. He died on July 4th. And
Did it say what he died of?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
'Cause
He has some health issues, I think. I don't know exactly what.
I knew he did
one of
substance
his
stuff for a long time, and he
yeah,
was,
one
like,
of his
clean for a
friends
long
posted
time.
a picture of his back, and he's like from what I saw in the X-ray, it was like a ton of surgery,
I'm
a lot
sure.
of fucking.
You can only run
Yeah.
like that for so long, you know.
Yeah. The other one I got is the TSA will no longer require all passengers to take off shoes off at airport security checkpoints. Now, I believe this is
Before you read this, I have a question that I'm just curious if it mentions this.
sure.
So I travel a lot for work.
Yes.
And there's often days that I'm in 3 different airports in a day.
Yeah.
I will get to Boston and I'll leave my shoes on.
Correct.
And then I'll leave Chicago and they'll tell me to take my shoes off. And then I'll come back from Philly and they'll tell me to leave my shoes on.
Cool.
And it all depends on the type of x-ray machine that I'm walking through.
So that's correct. So it's based on every airport can decide what they want to do, and based on the technology. But most.
So
of
how
them-
can they say TSA is telling you don't have to do it anymore?
Well, it's just in general, like, and it says in the article. If you don't yell at the article, you can read
Sorry.
it, and it will tell you.
Oh.
It will let you know what airport. They didn't list the airports, but they're leaving it basically up to the airport based on their security technology.
So TSA is no longer requiring it now. It's like a case by case basis,
kind of, yeah.
sort of.
It's
So,
kind of like
but
saying
that's
it's
how
not
it-
federally a requirement anymore, but individually.
Yeah,
Well, it's like you can smoke weed in states, but not in federal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So I thought that was good, but I'm TSA pre-check, so I don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about shit. It's fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
In and out.
Love it.
You don't have to take anything out of your bag. Nothing. Just throw it on the fucking thing. Let it go.
Yeah. It's a
Which
pain
I
in
don't
the
get
ass.
why you need to do all that for the other one. Is the pre-check a different scanning tool?
The fucked up part about the pre-check is it's just those screening questions.
Yeah, the
Right?
pre-check
Like-
you just pay a couple bucks and they make.
I
sure
went to
you're not-
Staples to
to
get
get pre-check.
pre-check certified.
Yeah,
And I'm
Some-
like, and they're
some
like, here's your
7
fingerprints,
yeah.
blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
and like, you're all set. I'm like, that's it. I'm like,
Some
I don't understand what we're doing
17-year-old
here.
Staples
Perfect, so-
employee decided that you're
gonna go-
federally safe.
I'm gonna go home and now put all the shit you said I couldn't.
It's like
take with me in
they're
there.
like got a
Yeah.
Staples vest on, like, hey, I'm here for pre-track, and they just change it to like a TSA.
Swap it out. Yeah, they got a rack of vests in there. There's MBTA. There's TSA. All the A's.
It's fucking weird.
So
man.
that's all I
fuck.
got. That's it for news for me.
I had a quick one.
Yeah.
And it came out today, and it's local to me, less local to you guys, but still kind of. On Tuesday, local, state, and federal law enforcement raided the Lotus Flower Body Works, a massage parlor on Grand Armory Highway in Somerset. Led to the arrest of one woman who is facing charges of sex trafficking and prostitution.
Wow.
This is not far from where I live.
No,
which is
not at
kinda
all.
funny.
I was just over there the other day.
So
Visiting Mr. Reese.
Route 6 in Somerset.
Yeah,
Who knew they were handies? Didn't know that.
never knew. Now we know. Under the bridge. Ben Loban in the chat. Debate idea. I assume he means thick or thin crust pizza. He just skipped the H's. Thick or thin
Because
crust.
I literally just looked that up like that because I'm like, is this something I don't know
I
about?
missed.
And then it's like, give me
Yeah.
the whole. I'm like, okay, you fucked up. But
Well, I think there's a
Good
place for
pizza
both.
is good pizza. Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that we have newly discovered Detroit style pizza here at Topics Under the Stairs. Our friend Mike Wisdom, owner of the Edge Pizza in Plymouth, just came out with a street corn KO backwards RN pizza today.
Oh hell yeah!
oh, did he?
Yep. Street corn pizza came out today
Thick or
at the
thin?
Edge. I personally prefer South Shore Bar pizza. That's a thinner pizza.
But then you have your house pizza. That's pretty much a thing.
I don't like.
it's not
house
really
pizza.
a thick crust though.
Greek pizza.
It's like a medium pizza.
Throw in the trash.
No, that's like what I grew up on. I feel
Well,
like that's better than most.
Viking and East
You
Bridgewater
can grow up
is
on whatever
pretty
you
good.
want, but that's greasy trash to me. I don't want it. What do you think, Tony?
10 all day.
Yeah, he's a tin
thin
pizza
crust,
guy. Yeah. Tin Rays in New Bedford. That's a thin crust pizza, and it says 10.
But Riccardi's.
Well, there's,
Riccardi's too.
there's Tin Rays in New Bedford. There's a Tin Rays in Brockton.
Oh, it's just Rays in New Bedford, which
Oh,
is
okay.
also a thin crust, not Tin Rays. Tin
There's-
Rays is Brockton. You're
It's
right.
bar pizza. I
I've been
never
a lot
had
of
it. Yeah.
New Bedford places. I haven't seen tin
Yeah.
rays.
Yeah, it's just Rays.
I don't know. It all depends. I can go back and forth. I
think
love pizza so fucking much.
In the
Like,
summertime, no one's looking for a fucking big thick dough, right? Like you want
I
something
don't
lighter.
fucking care. I don't know.
Eh.
No, those
Like if I'm really fucked up, like and someone's like, "Hey, we're getting pizza," I'm like, "Where are we going?" Like Domino's, I'm like, "I want a fucking deep dish
yeah.
right fucking now." Just make it two. Just that's how excited
Those
I am.
those Detroit style pizzas though, it was deceive. Like you think like, oh wow, this doesn't seem like a lot of food, and then you eat it and you eat 2 pieces and you're full.
We went to the Edge.
Yeah.
I got a pepperoni. Cat got chicken and something. Chicken parm, I think it was.
I'm so excited to go eat there.
It was fucking good. And honestly, we could have just. I think he would have done it and just made split it in half. I mean, we ate it for 2 days after that. like I got home, I was hungry. I just had one slice.
One
I'm like,
slice, and you're just like, ooh,
You haven't
I'm
tried
done
that
here.
yet, right?
No, what is it?
you gotta go.
The Edge. It's
Stop
right in
working.
downtown Plymouth.
Stop. Take an hour when you're in Plymouth.
No, he's usually home at night when I'm home.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm gonna
That's
tell
good.
Tony when I'm gonna go, and we're
Yeah.
gonna go and get the Edge pizza.
Make
it's
it a
gonna
party.
be great. It's gonna be great. No, it's right on Court Street, right near what used to be Sam Diego's, but now it's an Aho.
Yeah.
It's before that.
Another good place.
Same side of the street.
Same side of the street. It's on the other side of the cult place. What the
sorry,
hell's it
what was
called?
that?
The cult.
The religious cult. We've talked
Yeah,
about this.
the religious cult that's there.
Remember the weird people that walk around the street? Trying to go to some
What the
church?
hell's it called?
We've talked about
Hold on,
this several
hold on,
times.
hold on. Let him give.
I'm
him
not even
directions.
from there, and I
All right,
talked about
calm
this.
down.
I bet if I just Google Plymouth cult, it'll come right up. Oh yeah, 12 Tribes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's 12 Tribes, and they have a store there and a restaurant, and they're open 24 hours. And yeah, the food's good, but it's a cult. I'm not joking.
We talked about this.
It's fucking
Couple of
crazy.
Did you
times.
talk about this one time when I'm super wrecked?
I don't think so.
No. It's crazy.
It's come up more than once, actually.
It
It came up when Mike Wisdom was on.
Yeah.
Did I have the same reaction? I think I did.
You might have.
Basically, like if they're
Who's
very
eating food at a
accepting.
cult? I don't think you should.
You don't walk in and they're like, "Hi, we're a cult. Would you like some food?" No, it's
I
just
mean,
it's
like,
just
I
a
feel
regular
like
restaurant.
you sniff it out, right?
It's just a regular restaurant.
No, it
But
can't be.
It is.
How did you guys figure out it was a cult then?
Because I've known about it since their Hyannis location. But basically, they take people in who are in a time of need, and it's like they're just like, "Hey, you can live here. We're just gonna take access to your bank account and, make you marry somebody else that's part of this organization, and then your
that
children
really
will
what
work
they're
here."
about?
And yeah, it's fucking crazy.
You've done the homework on
Oh
this?
yeah. I'm not gonna get into it.
Well, I know what I'm doing at work.
Do your
tomorrow.
homework.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
it here next
Google
week.
Google 12 tribes. That's all you gotta do. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes,
for
no,
another
we're
day.
talking about next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah,
Man.
they have a lot of money.
Yeah,
It's not
theirs. Not theirs.
Exactly. It's insane. Yeah, but that's not the point.
Holy
Let's
fuck.
talk about
All
what's
right,
next
all
door to them. Mike Wisdom, the Edge Pizza.
right. Great pizza.
Go there, eat the pizza. Go to the little record store next door. That guy rules too. He's got a little record store right next door. It's a cool spot.
What kind of crust are you talking about?
Oh,
Troy, oh my God,
what
so
deep-
fucking good.
let me show you. I'll
So
pull it
good,
up.
Though.
I'll pull it up. It's a thick ass crust.
Not
It's
that
like
hou-
a 2 pieces and you're done.
It's not like that
It's
house
like
pizza
they
John would
make
just
the
throw
pie
away.
and then they put the dollop of sauce on top. And oh my god,
Yeah, sauce goes on top when it's done. Cold sauce. It's bizarre. It sounds bad, but it's not bad. It's good.
I grew up next to
I didn't
Florida.
think- I didn't think his was cold.
Cold cheeseless
it
pizza
cold?
all the time.
Maybe it's not
It was a
cold. I
fucking
don't know.
staple.
Could be, I guess. I didn't really notice.
It's a thick boy, though.
fucking good right there. That's
Yeah.
what I got.
Yeah, it's insane. Yep. It used to have the giant Adirondack
Hey,
chair
go
out
back to
front.
that. Go back to that real quick. What
You
was
wanna
that
go back to
comment?
this?
Yeah. I lived in Detroit for years. Warren Ave.
Too many words, not reading it.
That was a good.
Seemed like a good review for him.
Yeah. I thought it was. I was just curious.
I lived in Detroit off of Warren
Oh, now
Ave.
you
for
Oh, now you're gonna read it.
Jesus
we were almost
Christ.
done, and you
Yeah.
stopped us.
I just can't find that combination in Georgia. It's not. It's just.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Well, you live in Georgia. No shit, you can't find Detroit
Oh,
pizza,
take
dude.
Get on a plane.
But the
But yeah, I mean,
Jambalaya is
their
good down
crust
there.
is wild.
So good.
Yeah, it's very different than Greek pizza.
I
or
could
South Shore
literally-
bar pizza.
what is that?
I could just eat the crust.
I
don't
want to
even
eat
need-
that, but I don't even know what that crunchy stuff looks like.
Oh, we had that
What's
on the
the-
one that he brought us. That's like
No,
the cheese on the edge.
No,
Yeah.
no, not the cheese. I'm talking about the like breaded chunks on
Probably
top.
chicken.
Oh, I don't know. Probably breaded chicken. But yeah, the one that he came out with today. Oh, there's a buffalo chicken mac and cheese one.
Yeah.
He came out with a street corn one today that looked insane.
I know people do like Clams Casino pizza. He should do like a calamari pizza.
What's a clam casino pizza?
Clams.
This noise is awful. Sorry. But yeah, Frico on a leash, corn pizza.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I gotta. make
Why
this
does it
go
sound
away.
like that?
I don't know.
Terrible.
Just slow down. It's gotta be.
Yeah, I don't know. Technology. I don't know. But yeah, that's
So
all. I
Clams
got.
Casino
Yeah.
is a classic New England appetizer featuring clams on the half shell, topped with a mixture of bacon, breadcrumbs, and other seasonings. But they used to make pizza. Some local places make pizza out of that.
Yeah, Clem's Casino Pizza. They had that at Cape Cod Cafe, I think.
But no, calamari with like the banana peppers and like the red pepper. Oh,
Scallop and bacon pizza's bomb.
yeah, not a big scallop guy, but
You a scallop guy?
Yeah, they have a good one at where is it? Brewfish down in Marion.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
I love that
They have
restaurant.
really good pizza. They have
That's-
really good scallop pizza.
I eat
over
fish and
there.
chips like once a year, and usually it's there.
Yeah, Brewfish is good.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yep.
Good
No
bar.
shit. You
Wow.
actually do eat fish.
Very seldomly, and it has to be heavily breaded.
That's actually news to me. I didn't know that he did that.
I want to like
That's
fish.
breaking news.
That-
I could eat
That's the difference. Like I want to like different things, so I can eat
breaking
different
news.
things.
Ryan actually eats seafood. He's been lying
Yeah.
to us for 4 years.
Motherfucker.
I feel like I'm eating more of the breading, but like, you know, once maybe twice a year, fish and chips. I actually just did that because we went to I always call it the Galley Grill. It's not, and I can never remember the fucking name of the place. It's near Blake's house at the boatyard down the street. It's a great restaurant. If I think of it, I'll shout it out. But
I fucking love seafood.
and the fish and chips down there.
Cabbie
Fucking
Shack
bomb.
just redid their menu. They have a seafood boil thing on their menu now that I really want to try.
Didn't they redo the inside of that place?
I haven't gone inside. I only eat on the patio when I go there.
Yeah.
But they have this new item in the menu. It's called like Ultimate Seafood Dinner or something.
Place
And it's
doesn't
like
do it for me.
it's like crab legs and lobster and crawfish and scallops, and it's like just a boil of seafood, and it seems lovely. But it's like $55, so like I want to eat that when I'm like really hungry. When I went there last time, I just wasn't in the right state of mind for that kind of commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gulfstream. Gulfstream is the name of the place.
Gulfstream.
He doesn't.
It's in
fucking know.
Portsmouth. I know it doesn't matter, but it's a good place.
I didn't
to
say
eat
it
if
didn't
anyone's
matter.
down
I
there.
didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
I said he doesn't really know. He's
What's up,
just making
Craig?
that up. Happy birthday,
Hi, Craig.
Craig.
Happy birthday, bud.
I hope you had a great
Happy
day.
birthday. Hope you had the best day ever.
I don't care if it's the
Hope
best
you get
day
a
ever.
Transformer.
Just hope you had a great day.
Hope you're not busy in an hour and a half.
Are we going to hang out with this kid?
Probably.
I'm already seasick.
Today in history.
All right. 1914 Major League Baseball debut of Babe Ruth happened. George Herman Ruth for the Boston Red Sox.
That's his real name?
George Herman Ruth. Yeah, you didn't know. No,
I-
I know you didn't know that.
I
don't
did
even
not know that.
I
I don't know anything about sports.
No, I don't.
He didn't even know the Red Sox existed until
Just
30 seconds
we're
ago.
not.
So.
Please,
Yeah.
no, that's not true. He goes to some games.
Yeah, but he thinks he's there for a fucking meeting. I don't know.
A meeting for hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1981, Donkey Kong is released by Nintendo.
Great game.
It is a great game. I have it literally on the NES.
That is the only video game Cassie and I have ever played together.
On the NES, the original,
No,
or the
we
Donkey
have-
Kong Country.
We have a Switch and we play Donkey Kong Country.
Oh yeah, I have that for Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, we have a Switch and we
Yeah.
play the Super Nintendo version on,
Okay,
on the
yeah,
Switch. Yeah.
1985, Boris Becker became the youngest person to win Wimbledon at the age of 17.
That's tennis?
insane. Yeah,
That's
that's
tennis,
insane.
That is fucking
17?
insane.
That's nuts.
How are you legally allowed to do that?
Well,
I thought
tennis,
that was
there's no
juniors.
threat there.
Legally allowed
It's
to play
just
tennis?
you just
No,
swing
no, but that
a
was like
racket
a
and it's
juniors league.
Yeah, it's a
Huh.
softball.
And then it's
It's not
18 and
gonna
over.
It's not going to hurt you. It's not like you
I
know,
don't mean there's a danger. I mean they used to have there's like a juniors league up to 18, and then 18 and over plays.
not in
adult.
1985.
Apparently not. They're just fucking winging it.
Good year. The year I was born.
God, I was in 5th grade.
Stop aging yourself.
Oh God.
You
Ben Lobin,
you
last
look in
time I
so
hit the
much
Cabbie
pain.
Shack, it redid my insides. That's a shame,
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling. I see. I'm just not a fan of the
I,
Cabbie Shack.
I never have a bad time there, personally.
I don't care about the atmosphere inside. I think it sucks.
What's the Cabbie Shack?
So there's
The
You-
title's cooler.
people
than the
joke
restaurant.
about it. They call it the Crappy Shack, and by people I mean me. But I'm pretty content eating there. It's the patio place right on the waterfront next to the big parking lot next to East Bay.
Patio's pretty packed usually.
East Bay,
They were
is,
doing
Plymouth?
music bingo.
yeah,
that
East
Plymouth?
Bay
On
is
Tuesday
for
when I
rich
was
people,
fishing.
so I don't eat there.
Not for
Okay.
rich people. Stop it. It's
So
not
that's
that
where
expensive.
that's where the poor look at the riches.
No, no. The East Bay's not that expensive. They're not. Here's the problem with East Bay now. Now it's over expensive. It's not as good as it was when the other people owned it.
Generally, how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. It was a very good
No,
place.
Cabbie Shack's just kind of a run-of-the-mill seafood place. Their fucking chowder is pretty solid, though. They got, like, the mashed potato consistency chowder.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
And,
Got
and
my
they serve it
attention.
in a coffee mug. And it's a spoon-standing chowder.
With like 9 packets of oyster crackers.
Just one, but it's a
No,
spoon
that's not
stander.
enough.
The best. I can't think of where I fucking had it. I got to think about it. It's where my sister got married. I can't remember the place right now.
Forgettable.
It was in. That's rude. It's not forgettable. It was a great time. It was in Boston. It was fuck.
There's only a couple of choices up there, right?
No. This is at. I'll think about it. Continue. I'm done.
Okay, thanks. Let's move on to our main topic.
Sure.
He's gonna think I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back.
Oh.
This is going to wreck your brain right now. Trying
No,
to
let's
figure
go.
this
Let's
out.
just.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
clam
I'll
chowder.
shake-
Who
I'll
cares?
shake it out. I'll shake it out.
Like I said, we have our friend Tony with us. Tony has a ton of cool stuff to talk about. A lot of things I find very interesting. And I met Tony because he moved in across the street from me.
Best clam chowders at the Park Plaza in Boston.
The Park Plaza.
Fantastic. It was one of
That
the
sounds
best.
pretty fancy.
It was fucking very fancy. Fucking the best.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever eat there, but it sounds cool.
It was cool.
Yeah. Is that
Quite
like
the
a
venue.
skyscraper?
It's like a Park Plaza is a hotel.
Okay.
What part of
Married
Boston's that?
Huh?
What part of Boston's
It's over. I think it's over near. I think it's on. It's on. It
It's
might
not
be.
the seaport, right?
No. I want to say it's like Boylston, but
Like near Newbury Street?
yeah. Hang on.
Hilton
No.
Boston Park Plaza. It's near Beacon Hill. Charles River Esplanade. Yeah, near Beacon Hill.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck part of Boston that is.
Right.
Craig says Pier 4 Anthony's. But yeah, so Tony bought the house across the street from me.
Probably they don't exist anymore, but he's probably right. They had good seafood. I was really young the last time I went there, so I didn't have it.
And the type of great neighbor that I am, I went out of my way to introduce myself to Tony and befriend him. And we've had many garage beers now, and I learned quickly that Tony is a very interesting guy.
And that's the show. We'll have a good night, everyone.
All right, see you next week. No,
It's been a few years now, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
been-
like 3 years.
it's
Yeah,
been a
since I
few
originally
years.
Bought the place.
yeah, we'll get into that,
Oh,
but
yeah, that was a clusterfuck,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So Tony literally gutted this house down to. Oh, basically, he knocked the house down and put a new house up.
Didn't plan on it.
Yeah, that's how
Been
it went.
there.
But yeah, so I was seeing this guy, and I'm like, he'd work all day, show up to this house at night, bust ass all night, and at the end of the night, be like, hey man, you look like you're ready for a beer. You should swing by, and we just shoot the shit for a bit. And Tony was in the trades. I was interested in that. We were talking about work stuff. He was talking about what he did for work, maybe starting his own business. Young guy, working on this house, just killing it. And it was cool. It was cool to see somebody super motivated, and I was pumped to talk to him about it. So I've always wanted to do this. We've talked about it for a while, and here we are. So I guess we'll start with Tony. Your trade that you're in is plumbing. You've been doing it since you were pretty young, right?
Yeah, since I was about, I'd say I first got introduced to it about 21 when I was 21. Not that I had like an official apprenticeship or anything, but yeah, when I was working, I originally started working for a general contractor in like the commercial industry, laboring. Just
So would you
digging
say you were
holes.
introduced to this instead of you chose this instead of going pro in lacrosse?
Yeah, it was it was tough. I mean, the money was really tough to choose between. I know, like, pro lacrosse, you're probably bringing home maybe 15 grand a year. So. Yeah, I got my starting construction like around.
And you didn't go to a Voc or anything. You went to regular
just went to
town
BR,
high
yeah,
school. Yep.
Exactly, just regular high school, and knew I didn't want to do the college route, so I started laboring in commercial construction.
See,
just
you
digging
went
trenches.
to BR at a sad time. Like no shops existed.
No, we had like shit,
When
what
I
that
was
called? Tech or
getting out,
whatever.
they were just shutting down. Like my last year in shop class was a joke.
Really?
Joke.
We had nothing. We had
Yeah.
like a couple computer
shame.
classes and like
Yeah.
I forget what it might have just been called shop. I
Yeah.
forget what it was called, or engineering.
Just
that's what
general.
they called it.
Oh,
Yeah, which was fucking bull. It wasn't anything to do with
No,
engineering. It was like
yeah.
how to use a screwdriver. Yeah. It was-
Yep.
it's like this is the internet, boys.
Crazy.
Figure out how
Yeah.
to order
Wow.
shit. Yeah.
No, even when I was there, it was a weird thing with shop. It's like there was wood shop, but that was about it. It's like,
Yeah.
if you want a career in building birdhouses, you'll be all set.
What's that?
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
Back
yeah.
when I was in high school.
But yeah, so you didn't go necessarily for this trade. Was it kind of just like you knew somebody in the industry and you got a job?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I mean, where it started in the commercial, general contracting side. One of my very good friends, his family owned a construction company, so they needed a laborer for the summer, so I started with them. It was 100% a temp position. I wasn't expecting anything after the summer. Kind of worked out for the better. I was on with them for a while, and then what I ended up doing was I was on with them for so long. I got approached a couple times by other trades. So at that time, I mean that was fresh out of high school, so I was 18. Like a young guy hustling.
Yeah.
a lot of other guys
The
were
trades
interested.
prey on new blood like vampires because the guys who know what they're doing can't do it anymore because they're so fucking broken. They need people with good bodies. To
Well, and
continue
the other
that.
thing is, like, you know, let's face it, a lot of younger people maybe aren't super motivated. So it's like they saw that you were hustling and actually working, probably, I imagine, right?
Right. That's kind of what like drew some attention to him. So one of them that really stuck out was my first plumbing company that I went to. This guy, Jack, who, you know, offered me a job because he was the plumber for the general contractor. Said, hey, like, you should come work for me. And, you know, actually I bounced to another company before I went directly to him. For whatever reason, I think I met, you know, I mean, a couple, maybe it might have been like a pay thing. You know, I could have got a couple more bucks somewhere else, and like took like a 1 year break with another company and then went with him. But eventually ended up with him, you know, signing on as an apprentice plumber under him and, you know, working with him. And he had two other guys working for him at the time and apprenticing under them also. So that's kind of how I got into it. I started in the you know, just general construction field, you know, took a couple project manager classes, supervisor courses to get my CSL, which is your I think
Construction supervisor license, right?
Exactly. Which I had no business in taking at 19 years old. You know, I failed miserably. Like, you're not even supposed to take it that young. So
Yeah, but that's like we were talking in the car on the way here. It's like you work for these big companies, and it's like they want these licenses and certifications. It's like that's the kind of stuff that matters.
It's like they don't want to
Right, but
train
like-
anyone anymore.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you already have to hold a trade license to get a supervisor?
it's
license?
different though. It's a whole different thing. That certification's different.
yeah, like the supervisor's license, I think it's probably changed now, but I think what it used to be was you had to be, you know, have a W-2 job for at least 3 years in the trade, or there was another requirement, but the company I was working with just signed me a letter. Yeah, he was working with us for so long. You can take it younger. That's how most of it went if you want that license that young. It's probably changed by now.
Well, you
That
have
was
to be
at
18
least
to
10 years
start, and
ago.
you're 19, you have 3 years experience.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work?
Yeah, 3 years experience at a full-time job.
Yeah.
I guess that nobody really looked too much into.
Graduated
Yeah.
high school 8 minutes ago.
But yeah, so you kind of got thrown in head first.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I had some, you know, I was like mechanically inclined, I guess.
I guess that was my next
Dude, that
question.
is
So
90% of the trades.
in
If you have any mechanical ability at all, they can teach you what to do. It's like,
I guess that was my next question. Is like when you were like young, did you grow up in a family that's like you had tools around, like, you know, family was fixing stuff themselves, or was it like, you know, you just kind of figured it out on your own?
Kind of, I mean, I did grow up around, I guess, a lot of tools. I mean, one of the things, like my father, I mean, came right off the boat from Italy, you know, didn't go to barely didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Came over, actually started working in a cement block factory out of Avon, you know, right? Yeah, I think he came over when he was 4 or 5 years old. And he started his own flooring company, did carpet and hardwood. Unfortunately, he passed when I was pretty young. I was about 4 when he passed. So,
Yep.
but he was, like I say, he was a hard worker. His tools were always around.
Yeah.
I think it was just something like I
Kinda in your blood.
inherited. Yeah, kind of in your blood type of thing, you know. So I didn't get to know him for that long, but he was, you know, a hard worker, and always, that's just what you did. Like, you didn't go to school, you know, especially. So that would have been probably in the 50s or 60s when he came over here. It's like that you didn't go to school when you were that young. You were working to live, you know,
fucking
you had to
working.
figure it out. Yeah. So it was, yeah, I'd definitely say it was in my blood because I wasn't really around it for that much, but I think I just had a knack for it.
I'm always curious about that because you kind of see it both ways. Like, I have friends that are super successful in the trades, and they grew up, you know, either with their family in the same trade, or then on the other end of it, like
completely in a different direction.
yeah,
Yeah.
not that I'm like super mechanically inclined by any means compared to people that do this full time or anything, but like I didn't grow up with any tools or cars or shit around, and it's like people are like, oh my god, like you're doing like fucking engine swaps and doing this and doing that. It's like, yeah, like I'm just armed with YouTube. It's
So
like,
you just figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like we have so much at our hands now. I always like all the old timers that I've worked with throughout the years. Like, you guys always used to say, like, you guys are a bunch of pussies now. Like,
Yeah.
I imagine, like, we have our phones. We have so much at our disposal now to make this so easy. And we like some of these guys are still complaining about it. It's like before you had to take out, like, even to get to the supply house, you had to take out your atlas and figure out how to get there, your map book. You know, it's like now we have everything at our fingertips. It makes it so much easier.
Well, that's why I was excited to introduce you to our friend Andy, because like Andy that owns the garage, it's like he was, you know, raised in this industry of automotive, and his dad's like an old school guy, and it's like some of these old school guys like don't want to learn the new shit. And Andy had both end of it, because it's like his dad was the old school guy, but it's like he's a little younger than me, so it's like he's growing up with all this tech shit and scan tools, and he's really embraced that. And
You
he's
have
like,
to.
but he really
alive.
enjoys like diagnosing
Yeah.
these fucking weird problems that like a car will go to the dealership, they can't figure out what's wrong with it, and Andy at his third party non dealership garage can figure out the problem.
Yeah.
And it's like because he spends the time to research it and
That's
figure it
right,
out.
yeah.
But that's the point though, is like the information's out there. You just have to be you just have to be motivated enough and care enough to like look for it. If you're into it, you can figure it out. And I think that goes right along with the whole like, younger generation people don't work as hard. It's like there's people out there that do. It's like, you got to be hungry.
Right. Yeah. You got to want it. And I mean, there's actually nothing that I almost like more than when you get that phone call. They're like, I've already had 3 people out here and they can't figure it out. It's like, all right, I'm your guy. That
Yeah,
it's like,
like,
usually, like you can figure. It's like that's one of the biggest things. I mean, the guy I learned most of my stuff from, he was a plumber at Brigham and Women's. Not in-house guy, like subcontract. He had his own office there, and I'll never forget. He told me a story. Engineering called a meeting one day, and they said, "Listen, like I'm sick of this no shit. Like, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do this. You can't do it because of this." He goes, if I want to move this 13-story building 6 inches to the right, don't tell me no. Tell me how long it's going to take and how much money it's going to be. There's not. You can figure out just about anything on how to do anything.
Right, but then you say
I don't
that, and
wanna
then
hear
like,
no
wait, how
anymore.
much is it? Then no, I can't do that.
Yeah, right. It goes hand in hand.
Because I've been in
right.
plenty of places who have a lot of money and been like, you need to do this. Like, oh no, we can't. Do
Yeah,
that.
right. Yeah, so it does
Talk to
go-
me on July 1st. It's like July 3rd. Talk to me next July 1st when my budget refreshes.
Yeah,
Then we'll talk
right.
about it.
But yeah, anything can be done. Figure out how to do it. That's the point. So, you worked for this guy for quite a while. You kind of cut your teeth in the business, and around the time we met, you were just starting to say like, all right, I'm going to go off on my own, right?
Right. Yeah. I was.
So what's the plumbing apprenticeship? Is it 4 years still?
Now, well, when I was in it was 5 years. So it was originally, I couldn't tell you the time frames, but it was 3 years, 3-year apprenticeship, take your test, get your journeyman's. This was, I'd say, going on 10 years ago. It was be an apprentice for 3 years, take your test, get your journeyman's, go back to school for a year to get your master's. Then it went up to a 4-year license, which was, 4-year apprenticeship. Again, journeyman's, another year, get your master's. Then when I did it, 5-year apprenticeship. So be in school for 5 years while working underneath somebody, get your journeyman's. Then at least they gave you you didn't have to go to school for another year. You had to hold a journeyman's license for a calendar year. Just hold it and go for your master's. And they switch the master's test is the same exact test as the journeyman's. You retake the test a year later. That's all it is, as ridiculous as that sounds.
Wow.
But now they cut it back down to, it's still the same amount of hours. I think when I did it was 5 years, 550 hours, 110 hours a year. They now allow you, I mean, I could probably get called out on this, but I think you can do that 550 hours in 4 years now instead. So they allow more hours per
school
year.
hours?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was 10,500
Yeah.
work hours. So it was almost double that. Well, I mean, way more than double that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they allow you to do more hours in few years now to crunch it, because we have nobody going into these. I should say we don't have anybody going to these trades, because now there's actually a waiting list for trade schools, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
huge.
It's
awesome.
Yeah, it's
it used
crazy.
to be like trying
how
to drag kids
They're
in.
getting tested to go into these schools now. Like you have to pass like a fucking intelligence test to be.
Yeah,
or
it's
we
like
used to
trying
send
to
the kids like back.
the rejects.
Basically,
Yeah, before
like,
it was like.
But then they realized, wait,
it's like,
these
that's for
rejects
the
are
kids that
making.
can't make it into
These
college.
guys didn't
yeah.
go to college, but they're making twice what I make and have no school debt. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
You work hard for it, but it's worth like because when I did my sprinkler apprenticeship in like 2003. So it was 8,000 hours in the field, and you take a test. But you have at that time you could do in mass, you could do correspondence. So they gave us books,
Okay.
and you take these like bubble tests and you
Every
mailed
book
them
is
in.
worth 1,000 hours or something.
No, it was a year. So you had to have
Yeah.
2,000 hours in a book.
Okay.
2,000 hours in a book. So and you couldn't get the second book until you completed your hours, whatever. And I just did it correspondence. I never had to sit in a classroom, but it was basically on the job training. And then after I got my license, I got it in mass, and then Rhode Island was reciprocal. So I just needed to have that license for 6 months. So I could take the Rhode Island test.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's how I got my Rhode Island license too. So I have both. And then, but there's no master for sprinkler. It's contractor only. So then it's like 5 years with your license, and then you can take a contractor test if you really want to.
Once you hold your sprinkler fitter's license,
Correct.
hold it for 5 years.
These are the rules back. It might be changed now. I don't think it is, but it might be a little different now. I think it might be 5 years, so like 10,000 hours now. So there is no master
Who comes
sprinkler.
up with this shit?
They make it up because like sprinkler fitter.
Yeah.
If you were a plumber, you were a sprinkler fitter. 25 years ago,
Oh, no way.
same license.
That's crazy.
They split it because sprinklers started to go in like just as plumbing got a little more complicated and sprinkler got a little more complicated with as technology and whatever, they split it. And so now it's 2 different licenses. Well, it was whatever back then. So, but you can get a contractor's license, but the contractor's license is a pretty comprehensive test. It's like super expensive, and I'm not going to be a contractor, so I didn't ever bother doing that.
Yeah. Well, I guess where the real wrench in the works comes now. So you had a pretty wild diagnosis at a young age in the middle of all this of your career.
Apprenticeship, right?
Yeah. So how old are you? You had a cancer diagnosis very young.
Yeah, I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with stage 4 Burkitt's lymphoma.
Holy shit.
Which is a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I believe it's a B cell. I'm trying to think of all the terms for it. So yeah, well, I was diagnosed November of 2016. So I was 21 years old with stage 4 Burkitt's lymphoma.
So you were in the midst of your apprenticeship at this point.
Yeah, I was halfway through my first year. Yeah, I was halfway through my first little bit over, almost 2 years in the trade, halfway through my first year of school.
It's like you don't even know what the fuck you want to do with yourself yet at this point, and then you got to deal with that.
Right, and then that came up. So that was, that was, well, it was a fucking ride, that's for sure. I mean, that whole, I guess to kind of start from the beginning, I remember I was having like pains under my left arm for like weeks. I mean, probably well over a month at this point. You know, I just kept.
But it's like you're young and
But then you
healthy.
start
You
paying
don't think much
attention.
about it.
Your trades,
Yeah.
things hurt. Like everything hurts all the
Right,
time.
it's like I'm working, 12 hours a day. I also still, at that time, I carried over, like I had a small landscaping business I had in high school. I was still doing that. I was working during the day, cutting lawns at night, working like an asshole. So it's like I didn't think anything of it. I pulled something.
Yeah.
Whatever. A few weeks go by. I mean, probably a little bit over a month goes by. I was like, damn, this fucking hurts. And I remember it was like well over 10 o'clock at night, and like I pulled off my shirt in the mirror in my bathroom. I was like, holy shit. I picked my arm. I had this giant lump sticking out of my arm.
Whoa.
So I'm like freaking out, go to the doctor's the next day, do a ultrasound, and like, yeah, we got to get this thing out of you.
Yeah.
So what it ended up being was it was a tumor the size of 4 tennis balls.
Holy shit.
And that was like in your armpit pretty
That
much?
was in your armpit. You think about how much space you have in there. Like, it doesn't really protrude that much, but when they come to find out, yeah, it was a...
When it's 4 tennis balls.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking deal. Holy shit.
Yeah, like a decent amount of room. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so that just...
Yeah,
and
'cause I
that was
think
going for a
the
week.
first thing everyone thinks is, how did you not feel that? But apparently,
Yeah, right. It's just
Yeah.
like...
And your armpit's weird. I mean, it's a
it's a
pretty
big-
deep
you got
pocket.
your big old
bicep
hole,
there. I mean,
yeah.
it didn't really affect me. I was like, oh, this fucking hurting me. This fucking hurting me. So I didn't
Yeah.
really think too much of it. So I had that, operation done to take it out. But even like when I kind of think back, like for the past few months prior, I mean, like I was working like crazy anyways, but I was like, damn, I feel like extra tired lately. But I was like, for a little bit, I thought, I was like, maybe I have Lyme disease. I was doing the landscaping thing. I was like wicked tired all the time, but it's like, whatever. Like, it's like one of my busiest years I've ever had between everything. So I didn't think much of it. And then when that came up, and still like they don't tell you anything. When you get the ultrasound, you ask, they won't tell you shit. You come out of surgery like, oh, you gotta talk to the doctor.
Yeah, we'll have to do some lab
you know,
tests. and
everyone in
whatever.
there knew exactly what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they've seen it a million times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's, it sucks.
we cannot be the ones to break it to you.
Yeah.
Actually, what broke it to me, weirdly enough.
Somebody tell me something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even after I had the surgery, so shortly, right before, like the day before I went in for that surgery, I was like, damn, my fucking ass is killing me too. My leg's killing me. I was like, I'm sitting on my wallet. My wallet's too big. And I was like, I started taking my wallet on my back pocket, like when I was sitting down. So that started happening the day before I had my surgery. So anyways, like I said, had the surgery. They told me it was a large tumor. They took it out. And then, still waiting a few days for the result, I went to urgent care, at a doctor's office, and, gave him my, name, date of birth, all that, what you do when you go in. I said, yeah, I got like wicked pain in my leg. Like my sciatic's bothered me. Can you give me something for it? He goes, oh, like, yeah, it looks like you have like an appointment to address that coming up. I said, oh, really? He goes, oh, well, you're scheduled with oncology. I said, oncology. He goes,
He's like,
I look on this dude's face, was like, oh my God, I just told
Like
this kid
nobody
he's got
told
an
you.
oncologist appointment.
Jesus.
This guy was like, actually happened to be my pediatric doctor when I was younger, but he went into like a different,
Yeah.
different department. So he was
he
in
just
the urgent
happened
care
to be
field.
like your fucking urgent care guy.
And the look on this guy's jaw dropped. He goes, I just told this guy he's got an appointment with an oncologist before his own surgeon told him. I had like an appointment with the surgeon the next day to go over my results.
Yeah.
And then this is all like stuff I thought about after the fact. Like when he said that didn't even register.
Didn't even click.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll call, like whatever. Like I probably just have to go talk to somebody about something.
Because unless
like,
you're familiar
Right.
with cancer, like oncology, it could be any other
I didn't even know what the
department,
hell
like
that was. It's
radiology.
like,
Like,
oh, yeah.
it doesn't mean anything.
You're 21
really.
years old. You feel healthy. It's like, what? You don't even fucking think about that.
right.
Holy shit.
When you're 21 years old, and like, unless you had like a direct relative that went through cancer treatment, like
Right.
that word
That
doesn't
word
even click.
Doesn't
Yeah, it
register.
doesn't
Yep.
mean anything. To you.
Yep. That's fucking nuts.
So yeah, he was like, I almost like felt bad for the guy. Like when I found out like what was actually going on, I thought about him again. I was like, wow, that guy probably felt like shit after that.
Go back, be like, bro, you're good.
Yeah,
it's all
right.
good. Yeah.
Like he was just going through your mind chart.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you got an appointment coming up. You're fine.
Yeah. So from there, you had the appointment the next day with the surgeon.
The surgeon that took it out, I had a follow-up appointment for. He said, yeah, we took a biopsy on it, ended up being stage 4 Burkitt's. It's, these are like your next course of action. This is like your next course of action that we can take for you. And that was at, a local hospital. I had family members that worked at a hospital in Boston. So I ended up like talking to them. They got me a referral into Boston.
Yep.
Just because I wanted to, one thing, it's like people go from, all over New England, all over the country, sometimes just go to Boston
All
Hospital.
over the
Of course,
world.
yeah.
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 No, and, Massachusetts in general, we have good hospitals locally, but like you said, people travel from the entire world to be treated in Boston.
Right, yeah.
So we're pretty lucky in that sense that we're within an hour of it.
Right. So that's exactly like kind of not trying to like be offensive saying they weren't going to give me the care I needed,
No.
but it's like when we're this close, we're a half an hour drive to Boston.
No,
Uh,
we're in a place that you are able to choose the place you receive your health care. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. So I ended up, getting in with them, and I ended up getting most of my treatment at Tufts Floating Hospital. So that was, which oddly enough, I was 21, but I was treated at a pediatric center because that type of cancer, you usually have it very young or you have it in your 50s.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
like you were like, I was younger in that age bracket. So like, we want to treat you at a pediatric
And they were
hospital.
probably
Did
interested
you have
in
the
it.
full beard with a bunch of little kids sitting next to you? Like, just like sitting there.
Zero facial
No.
hair until after chemo.
Yep.
Could not grow anything until
Yeah,
after,
well, that's, I guess, yeah.
Damn.
But they were probably interested in your case from a research perspective too, because it's not like a super common thing
Just
to have
heard
at that
yeah,
age.
just heard that.
Yeah. Ben Lovin,
It might-
Jewish, probably relieved it wasn't a proctologist.
Jesus Christ.
So once you started like digging into the treatment aspect of it and stuff, like what was the prognosis?
So once, I mean, I guess I jumped the gun a little bit when I said that. When I met with my surgeon, they said, it was, it seems to be Burkitt's lymphoma. They didn't bring up stage 4. So there's 3
Yeah.
stages of cancer. Stage 4 being the worst because they find it in your bones. So actually, I didn't find that out until later. They just said,
Oh, I
took a
never knew
biopsy.
why. I never knew how they came up with the gauges there.
I don't know what 1 through 3 is. I know stage 4 makes it to your bones. So I think maybe it means about how invasive. I shouldn't be talking if I don't fucking know about it, but how invasive it is. But if it's once it gets inside your bone, they consider it stage 4 because it's harder to get. I believe it gets in your bone marrow, so it's harder to get out of your bone because that's tied into your blood system and everything. So,
Yeah.
so after when I finally got to Tufts, like literally appointment the next day at Tufts. It's like don't even know like what I'm expecting. So sit down with the doctor. I was there with.
So you got in there pretty quick after that diagnosis.
After that diagnosis, within 1 or 2 days, a couple phone calls were made. They're like, "Hey, I got you in 7. Go to Tufts 7 a.m. the next day. They want to see you now.
Yeah.
There's no messing around." Excuse me. So I went into Tufts. Like I said, a couple days later, sat me down and went over basically almost the whole spiel of the surgery. Gave me, listen, like we have your your paperwork here. You had stage 4 you have Burkitt's lymphoma. This is the course of action we want to take. One of the first things that comes up any type of serious diagnosis, like what's your survival rate? So that he's like, it's very curable. It's like an 80% survival rate, like in my case. So, you know, you got pretty good odds. You get better than casino odds there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're young, you're healthy, you can handle the treatment.
Right. Yeah. So it's pretty, with the treatment that they have now, you know, you're very good outlook.
But even the treatment that they have now, it's like if you were, 60 or 70 or something, it's like it beats you up pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
being younger is helpful.
Yeah, you have that. Yeah, you have that drive behind you. You have that strength behind you. I mean,
Yeah.
I should say I don't know what the survival rate is if you do get it later, like they were saying, like if you're older than 50. But I think for people in the younger age bracket, it is a much better survival rate. So,
Yeah.
but that was easily a 12-hour day. My first day there, I went in for like an appointment. And I think I got there at 6, 7 a.m. I did not leave that hospital until at least like 7, 8 o'clock at night. It was
All just tests and stuff.
PET scan, CAT scan, MRI, full body MRI. That was like a 2.5 hour test. They had to do that twice because I was too big for the machine they put me in originally, so they couldn't get an accurate scan.
Been there.
Yeah,
Yep.
it moved too much. And then they had put me in another MRI. So got all those results back, shit ton of blood work, and kind of just like started me, they're like, this is what we're gonna have to do if you want to do it. I said, all right. So went back the very next day, had my PET scan results, and I lit up like a Christmas tree. So a PET scan, like a lot of people have CAT scans. That's a very basic scan. They put like that dye in you.
The dye that makes you feel like you have to piss.
Exactly, yeah. And that's a very basic, like not that, invasive scan. It's not that dangerous for you or anything. A PET scan, they only do when they're really required because they actually, that dye that you get injected with comes, I believe it's like in lead jackets and lead casing. It's
It's
very
like uranium.
radioactive.
It's some fucking crazy ass shit.
You're not allowed to go near children or pregnant women for like 24 hours after you have it. Like you are like radioactive. So they only do that.
This guy's scanning like a 30 rad right now.
They only do it when it's needed. They used to do those tests apparently for a while. Like every 6 months, you're gonna get a PET scan. After you're clean, and they're like, yeah, we don't do this anymore unless you need it.
We actually made it worse, and we fucked up.
We realized that PET scans give you cancer.
Actually, one of the biggest problems was us giving you guys PET scans.
So yeah, I mean, this is like drinking from a fire hose. I mean, you're in your early 20s. You're getting all these crazy diagnoses and tests and stuff done. I mean, what's going through your head at this point?
Honestly, like,
Did you feel healthy?
Besides being tired, I felt great. I was like, this can't be like, it was not
Like, it must not be that bad. I'm waking up every day. I'm eating shit and fine. Like, what's going on?
I got an appetite. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel good. I mean, I'm still drinking like any other 21-year-old was drinking.
Yeah.
Probably frowned upon, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, once you do all those tests, like what's the course of action? Once they finally do this, days and days of tests, like what's the treatment?
So after that first, like I said, like 12-hour days, that long day at Tufts after all the tests, it was either the next day or 1 or 2 days after. Like, all right, so you're gonna come in for your first round of chemotherapy. Radiation wasn't a course of action for that treatment. For that type of cancer. So there's zero radiation involved, but you're going to come in and you're going to get your first round of chemo. So that was outpatient chemo. So there's inpatient, outpatient. Outpatient meaning you go in, you get your chemo, you go home. Inpatient, you're going to stay. I mean, obviously you stay at the hospital while you're always getting your chemo, but inpatient meaning like you were here for days. Like you were here for mine was anywhere from 3 to 7 days of chemo when I was inpatient. Outpatient, you're going to get chemo for a day and you're going to go home.
Yep.
First day I went in, you don't know what to expect. They lay you down in a bed. You get your first dose.
Getting like an IV, basically, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, that's
How
all it
often
is.
were you getting chemo?
So, chemo, I had 14 total rounds. So, it was 7 inpatient rounds and 7 outpatient rounds.
Wow.
So, and that was spaced kind of sporadically. It was over the course of 7 months, but it was kind of spaced like sporadically in between treatments. So, start with outpatient. That one I had a little bit of a reaction to. I think one of actually what they figured out was I actually got a potassium bag, and they administered it too fast, and they gave me like extreme stomach pains. So like it was like extreme pain in my stomach. It wasn't nausea or anything, but it's like this is the first time. Like you're pretty heavily monitored your first round because like you don't know how anybody's body is going to react to anything. I mean, basically what these drugs are doing, they're trying to kill your cancer cells. And long story, hopefully they're going to kill your cancer cells before they kill you is the idea, because they're giving you basically poison. So
yeah. It's killing like good bacteria in your body at the same time.
It kills the good stuff, but it kills the bad stuff, but it also kills the good stuff. That's why like you have hair loss. That's why you see stuff like that, because it's killing your hair cells. It's killing everything along with that.
Yeah.
So that was the only effect I had with the first round of chemo. It was like bad stomach pain. They figured it out pretty quick what it was. And then, my next round after that was outpatient chemo. So inpatient chemo. I keep mixing them up. So
your inpatient chemo, how long were you in the hospital for?
So I want to say the first inpatient was probably like, I don't think I went below 3 days in the hospital during getting. You might not be getting chemo for 3 days in a row, but you might be getting it for 12 hours. All right, we're going to break for 12 hours.
I was going to say, so it's more intense therapy.
It's more intense therapy,
wow.
exactly. It's higher dose.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
It's when they want to consistently monitor you over the course of this action. My first round of inpatient chemo, that one I think was pretty mild. It was kind of like, we're going to see how your body reacts to it. Hopefully you do well. I mean, that's when like the nausea started coming on and the sicknesses started coming on. And you kind of like going into it, you have like that fight mentality.
Sure.
And it checks you real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, people are like, it's like nobody knows what to do when you hear somebody that you're close to and you first get diagnosed. So it's like, oh, like we'll give you rides in, anything you need, let us know. It's like, I'm going to take the fucking tea in. Like, I'm going to be good. It's like that fucking, that stuff puts you on your
My
ass
sister-in-law
pretty
had breast cancer. We went through this whole thing with her. So
yeah, it's like you want that like humble like mentality. Like I don't.
And we all said the same thing. When you go, we'll bring you. Let us know. We'll bring you.
It's one of those things where it's like you also don't want to rely on people until you need to rely on people, right? So like, you use that up at the beginning. You're always like, oh god, me again. We gotta bring this fucking kid to Boston.
Bring this.
It's like
it's throwing up in my car.
It's funny like that with when you're healthy and like like when you rely on someone, you try to. And you don't have to, but you do, and then you piss, it doesn't work out. And then when you need to rely on people, you're like, you don't want to fucking bother them, anyone at all. Now you're like, no, I don't want to, fuck that. Now I have to rely on them? No, fuck that. I'm going to figure this shit out. It changes everything. It's weird.
I forget. I think it was like somebody pulled me aside. They're like, you got to let people do stuff for you. Like, you got to cut the shit because people are like lining up to do stuff for you because it makes people feel better.
It is just something that happens in the brain.
It's one of those things where like they have no control.
It's helping them
of
process
the things
what they're coping with you too.
Yeah.
But they can help you in whatever way they possibly. You know what
and
I'm
let's
saying?
face it, like people aren't. You're not accustomed to coping with.
No.
Someone that's 21 that you're close with that's going through something.
Something happens in the brain when someone's ill. And you're not supposed to do something, or you should get help, and then something in the person's brain is just like, no, I can fucking do it all. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. I don't need to rely on people.
Right,
no. I'm not going to be a burden. Like that's what I think that's what flips in everyone's head is also now you're a burden. Like everyday life, can you give me that soda? If I couldn't walk, oh no, I'll figure it out. You're not giving me the fucking soda. Like that's what happens. It's fucking weird. It's like once you're sick, you can do anything. You're like, yeah, I can do that, definitely. And then you're like, oh, man, I fucked up. I fell down. Now I got to ask for help to get up.
Yeah. Now I'm the asshole.
And now I could have avoided all of this. Yeah, no.
So after the chemo was squared away and you went through all that treatment, you still had more after that, though, right?
After you're saying those couple rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was consistent, like in and out. I mean, most of those 7 months, I ended up being in the hospital for about 7 months.
Yeah.
Because after a round of chemo, even if you were inpatient, you do your treatment, you go home, and like I said, that's killing all your cells, that's killing your red blood cells, that's killing everything that's protecting your immune system. So if you were ever home and your temperature spiked above, I want to say it was a weird number, 100.8 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you got to go in immediately.
Yeah, you had a phone line. You called the ER department. Hey, I'm so and so. This is my doctor. Like I'm coming into the ER. Cancer patient. Like I'm. So you'd walk. I mean,
you're right to the front of the line.
Yeah, right. You walk in. Hey, I called. Yeah, we have a bed for you.
Ready, red carpet.
You're right. It's like because there's nothing. Your body has no defense to it. So usually they put you on IV fluids and they monitor you until your temperature went down. And for me, because my temperatures my treatments were spaced so close together. By the time my temperature went down, I might have got a couple days home. Usually I would go home from inpatient care for maybe make it a day, if not like just go back in that night because my temperature would spike so quick.
Wow.
Be in the hospital for anywhere from, at the longest run I had was probably close to like 20 days.
Ugh.
And then be ready to go in for another treatment, maybe get 1 or 2 days at home or be like, all right, well, your temperature's down, but you're starting your next course tomorrow. You might as well just stay in.
Yeah.
But I'd like to go home though.
Yeah, right.
Just give me a couple days.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you want that sense of normalcy again. So
now, after the chemo treatments, what was that procedure you were telling me with the tube?
In my spine, you're saying?
Yeah. The one like up to your fucking head or whatever.
Right. So I still have it.
Yeah.
I have an Omiya port on the top of my skull. So I think it was named after the doctor that came up with it. What that is, part of my.
I remember I was sitting in the garage one day, and we were talking about like the different treatments and stuff, and you're talking about like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was a Christmas Eve surgery actually. So that was one of the rounds of chemo. You had to get chemotherapy injected directly into your spinal fluid. So that's spinal tap.
And that's usually at the base of your spine.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's so they have the doctors come in, they know how to do.
It's like an
spinal
epidural
taps.
when you're having a baby. They like jam the shit right in your spine.
Same exact thing. And I'm a big guy, so they had a doctor that dealt with the pregnant woman. They're like, I guess on bigger people, it's hard to get spinal taps on.
Yeah.
And
we get an expert in here.
Yeah, right. It's like get somebody in here that knows what they're doing. So
yeah,
I'll never forget. I was leaning on the side of the bed for my first one, and the doctor's trying, and like these needles
just couldn't hit the spot.
Big. Couldn't hit it, and like I felt this like in my stomach. I was like, dude, how far are you going? And then I remember
now with all these treatments, like how are you like before all this happened? How are you with like shots and getting your blood drawn? Were you like pretty okay with it?
I was pretty okay with it. I mean, this was like invasive. Like you just had to like. There's no more. I don't know. There's no more.
I'm uncomfortable with this.
Yeah,
it's like
no
you just
more,
gotta
like,
fucking
being
deal with
proud.
it.
There's no more like I'm not like no. It's like you're just gonna suck it up and just deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean like blood draws and stuff like that. I was always pretty comfortable with. I mean, it never bothered me too much. But at this point, like you're getting poked and prodded like 100 different ways, every week. So it's just like you just kind of
take it.
This might be a weird question, but like, you seem like you have a pretty good sense of humor about it now. Did you have that sense of humor then?
Yeah.
So did you fuck with the doctors? Like, because I could see you like messing with the
guy.
guy, and he's laughing, trying to put the spinal in. He's like, I gotta stop because I'm giggling. Like,
there was one time I had to go in I had a few surgeries when I was in there, and then I remember, they give you those, they give you some drugs to help you relax before, and I remember just about to fall asleep. I was like, how do I know you weren't out fucking getting hammered last night? You get to know people. You get to know the surgeons and the doctors. And, like, I'm 20. Like, a lot of the nurses taking care of me were, like, 20.
They're like your age,
30.
yeah.
of course,
I was
yeah.
like, you were fucking getting wrecked this weekend. Like,
Yeah.
no way. Like, you're any
I know nurses. Nurses like to have a good time.
You were at the club last night, probably. Yeah.
Like, your eyes are bloodshot as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, so that they couldn't. They're trying to inject it directly into your spinal fluid. It's not working.
Not working, and it's like the guy obviously wasn't, accustomed to. I don't know. He just didn't have a good bedside manner. He goes, "Hey, I got to go downstairs to get some bigger needles." Like that's exactly what I want to hear.
Oh god damn it!
Tries it for another half an hour, and my oncologist is in the room. He goes, "No, we're not doing this. Like this is enough. You put this kid through enough." He goes, "All right." Like, and the guy actually that. Guy who tried it came back in my room later, goes, I am so sorry. I was like, dude, you did like your best. You did what you had to do. You do this this is literally your job.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do it on me. Don't feel bad. It's like I'm just a special case.
Shouldn't have had those 2 donuts. Because I packed down the extra LBs.
You couldn't get the needle in.
Yeah.
So the next they're like, well, you need this type of chemo treatment. So the next thing we can do is called, an Omiya port, which is basically, it's a catheter that goes from your spinal fluid, goes through your brain, into your spinal fluid, and goes under like a hard plastic cap on the top of your head, which is basically just glued on. And it was just a way to, efficiently administer chemotherapy into your spinal fluid.
So Instead of going to your spine, they went in your brain.
Yeah, so they went. It's a
tube. He has an airline from his brain. He has a 1/4-inch airline from his brain down to his spinal fluid. They were able to nail that, but they couldn't.
Got that. Yeah,
But they
right in
couldn't
brain
get the
first
needle
time.
straight into
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. That's so fucking crazy.
Plenty of room up there. No room downstairs. No.
man.
They're like, what the fuck?
But yeah, for whatever reason, it's easier to put a tube from the top of your head down your spine to the spot.
right. Just because it's a lot easier to access up here when it's right on top of your head than it is to get through your spine wherever they're trying to.
Because essentially, it's the same. We'll call it reservoir of fluid.
Exactly. Yep.
You just have to get it into the reservoir of spinal fluid,
It'll make
and
its
you
way
can
through.
access
Yeah.
it from there.
I mean, I get that. It's just, my God. I don't
But
feel
I
like
think
the
they would have
second
some better
choice.
technology
Yeah,
than
yeah,
now or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that meme with the video of the guy.
Couldn't just
like,
give me like a throat spray. We could
yeah,
do
the guy like rolling up the window with a shoestring. Technologica. yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so when they did that procedure, I mean, you're knocked out anyway, so it didn't
Right.
didn't really phase you.
No, yeah, it was like I said. That was actually I remember getting wheeled down to that operating room. Like the lights are off. It's Christmas Eve. Like nobody's getting surgery today. Like you're
Yeah.
getting it because you need it. And yeah, so a neurologist did that surgery because they had to do with the brain and they had to fish a catheter down through your brain and everything. So, but that went well. You get heavily monitored for a couple of days after, coming in every day from neurology. Like, do you have any neck pain? Because they're worried about infection. That's the biggest thing with that. I guess with any surgery, but especially with that surgery because
They're
if you end up with-
introducing a foreign object down your spine.
Right. If you get an infection in your brain stem or anything like that, like you could be paralyzed.
And that's just there. Like they just leave that now, right?
Yep. I went into because I thought I was getting removed after all my treatment, and he's like, "No, this is just a consult. Like you're gonna have that." I was like, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It's more risky to take it out than it is just to leave it in. If you really ever want to take it out, come see me and tell me it bothers you, and we'll take it out. That's all I need to hear." But it's like your hair grows over it. You can't even tell it's there. I just know it's there.
I'd
So it's
never
there
know.
Can you
now.
feel it? Like,
The
Yeah,
whole
I can
thing.
feel it's probably like I don't know, maybe like
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
if
I see
you
it.
pull your
Yeah.
hair up like that, you see it.
you
Yeah,
still
Yeah.
have a little bump there. So.
yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
It is really wild, like what the medical community thinks the average person can handle. Because my mother had that surgery a couple years ago after my dad died,
Yeah,
and we're going through that. And the next day, she had like appendix, like fucking whatever, abscessed, and she was in the hospital. And she comes home with a PICC line, just
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
out.
yeah.
And the nurse came the first day and was like, "All right, this is how you put the medicine in twice a day. Clean this, clean that, stick it in, and jam this right in." I was like, "So this goes right to her heart?"
Yep.
Like, yep.
yeah,
And I'm qualified to do that?
yeah,
Like, oh yeah, no problem.
crazy.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this at all.
Oh, fuck all that.
For like 7 weeks, twice a day.
yeah, you had to flush it.
It
right?
was, I had to flush it. It was a flush. It was a this. It was that. It was the medicine. It was the other medicine. It was like a 7 or 8 step procedure twice a day for 7 weeks. I'm like, I'm not qualified for any of this.
right. It's like those visiting nurses come in and they just tell you how it's done. It's like you got to.
Yeah.
I had a double PICC line in my left arm, so just like you said, it goes through. It's fucking amazing how they do it. They literally take. It's all on ultrasound, and they fish a tube through your
Directly to your heart.
directly to your heart. I mean, one of the things with chemo is when you start getting different drugs, if you start mixing them. So, I mean, not to backtrack, I also had a port in my chest because
Yeah.
if you start getting too much chemo through your veins, it shuts down your veins. So they put a port in your chest that goes right to your heart, which is basically just another hard plastic cap.
Yeah.
You get chemo administered. The port's great, but if you start mixing too many chemo drugs together in it, two of my chemo drugs, if you mix them together that I needed at the same time,
It like melts plastic or
it
something.
would harden.
It was like that,
It's like
that
yeah,
drink
you,
that
you
was
have a
the
2-part
holy-
epoxy.
It was that
Yeah.
cement mixer shot. It was like lemon juice or something else, and
Yeah.
it turns to mud in your mouth. Like, God damn it. Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
So they gave me a port in my chest and a PICC line in my arm, and it was the same thing you were talking about. It's just it's a catheter that travels through your vein right to your heart.
Yeah.
And I had to. That was just for chemo, so I never self-administered. But twice a day, you'd have to clean it with saline.
Yeah.
Just to keep it open and to keep it functioning.
I'm gonna
so.
just pass out from hearing this. I can't even imagine going through it.
No, this is like
There was
Holy
there used to be a box that showed up, and the box showed up, and you open it up, and it was just vials of stuff, and it was
Jesus.
mostly saline.
Yeah.
Because you had to pump saline in first.
yeah.
Then you pumped something else in. Then it was the medicine. Then it was saline again. Then it was the medicine.
That's like half.
It was saline one time,
yeah.
and then you had to clean all the things out and cap it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get a new cap every day. I take the cap out. I had gloves, the whole 9
I'm doing
yards.
this in my living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
My mother was supposed to do it herself, and she's like, I can't do it myself.
Well, no, that's like half of Cassie's job is she's dealing with post-surgery patients that their shit's fucked up, you know, because it's not for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people can't handle it.
Yeah.
But you just, I don't know. I guess you kind of adapt. It's like, this is what I got to do. This is what you got to do.
Yeah.
Nobody else is gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
did you ever feel like, you're getting this pretty crazy diagnosis at a young age? Like, did you feel like the sense of mortality that you shouldn't have felt at that age? Like, how did you, or was it just like, I'm going to be, do you know what I mean?
So
though? Like,
surreal, it didn't set in.
I'm
like,
only laughing because I said I
it.
fucking
Laugh
know
away.
what he's gonna fucking
You
ask.
you knew what I was going
and
to
I'm
ask?
like, I can't even believe he's gonna fucking ask this.
Why? It's a serious question.
I know it is. I'm just like, and John's just like,
No, it's a fucking
do you ever get
serious.
this sense?
put your affairs in
like,
order.
like the end's near.
No, what I'm getting at is you're getting this crazy diagnosis. You're having these crazy treatments. Did you ever have this fear, like, I might not make it through this procedure, this treatment? Like, how are you feeling like that in your early 20s? That's fucking crazy to process.
I had one really good hit in the very beginning that really hit me. You know, I was home after all this. I don't think I went through a round of chemo yet, and it really fucking hit me in my chest. Like, oh my god, like I'm fucking 21. I could fucking die.
Yeah.
And it hit me, and it fucking put me in that realization. And, you know, I got pretty upset about it for probably an hour, and then it just fucking went away, you know, because honestly, the chemo, it's like you're going in for the next day for chemo, that'll wipe everything out of you. You don't even remember, you know, what's going on for the most part when you get some of those drugs put into you.
Yeah,
So,
I know, like, people joke about, like, chemo brain and stuff. It's
Right.
like your memory's fucked up. Like,
yeah, you can't remember.
your short-term
anything.
memory is weird.
Can't remember where you put your phone. Like,
Yeah.
that was like, it's like, it, but yeah, I do remember that. Once in the very beginning, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I got pretty down about it. But then during the treatment, didn't cross my mind. It's like, I had so much faith in these doctors.
It's also almost like you're going back to the grind. Like, oh, it's back to work.
Yep, that's exactly.
Do you
back
think
to
it's
work.
like a defense mechanism too? It's like, you know,
have
you
to be at
you
this
were young
point,
and you,
you
but that's
know?
the thing though. It's like your natural reaction to this is like, I'm young, I'm healthy, like I have these doctors around me, like I'm gonna get through this. Like I'm just gonna fucking
The other
power
part
through.
of it too is like you don't have a fucking choice but to believe that you're in the best hands.
Yeah, that's.
Which in Boston, I guarantee you were for sure, obviously. But I mean, fuck, I get it. Like, I had a friend who went in for surgery, for heart surgery, and I questioned. Like, I was talking to him. I'm like, well, what was the success rate? He's like, oh, I didn't ask. And then I went home and told my wife and mother-in-law, I'm like, hey, you know, talking to Jeremy, and I said, you know, he's going in for surgery tomorrow. And I said, hey, what the fuck's the success rate like? And they're like, you asked him that? I can't believe you asked him that. And I'm like, well, I treated the conversation like how I would talk to my doctor.
Right, yeah.
Because I
Genuinely
can't believe
concerned.
he didn't ask that.
But and I'm sure he had that conversation maybe.
No.
Well, all right, so he didn't. But at
fuck
that
was
point,
that?
he was going in for the surgery
My
regardless.
foot on the chair. Yeah, sorry.
So, like, you have to accept that. Like, I say that having never had to go through that in my life. Like, whatever, but you know.
You asked that early on, right?
Yeah,
you
it
said
was like
that,
one of the
right?
first
Yeah,
questions,
of
and
course,
then
right?
it's
It's
like, well,
right.
Am I
That's
gonna die, or
what
it's
the
like, do I
fuck?
want to go through this, or do I want to go?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Party it up for 6 months.
But now, like,
Yeah.
they fucking
Going out
ridicule
with
me
a
for
bang,
that. So
baby.
I'm always like, here's
Yeah.
John. John just fucking.
I'm going to make the
Mark it
hangover
on.
look like a kindergarten show.
Well, no, I,
John was like, so did you think about dying?
No, I think the mortality aspect of it's really interesting because, you know, you're not. I don't know. I've had family that died younger than they should have, and I have had family that died in their 90s, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, they had a good run, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just an interesting thing because I've seen how both of them react to it.
Yeah.
So I just can't even imagine wrapping my head around having to think about that in my early 20s. It's fucking crazy.
I couldn't imagine. I can't.
But I guess, like, you almost don't think about it as much as it's like, well, I just got to do this to see what the next step is.
Fuck, I had pancreatitis in my fucking 20s, and I thought, I was like, what? I was in the hospital for 3 fucking days. And I was like,
This is the end of the world.
I'm like, am I going to die? I'm like, I don't think I'm going to die. I'm like, nah, I'm not lucky enough to die.
But yeah, so, I mean, here we are now. How many? That was 8, 9 years ago now?
Yeah, so it was So it's 8 years remission now. So May 19th.
It's pretty
is my
fucking great.
Yeah, it's
Right?
wild.
That's pretty
You don't have to
incredible.
think back on that. You know, it's like, yeah, you do like I had that one spurt of like thinking about like death, and then that's really it for the whole thing. You just
And
have
you
so
pretty
much
much had
faith.
a year or two of treatment. How long was the overall?
It was only
heavy
like 6
part
to
of it.
7 months actually.
Okay.
6 to 7 months, yeah, in and out.
That's pretty good.
But just intense. One of the things with Burkitt's, it's very intense treatment because if you relapse with Burkitt's lymphoma, the chances of you going in remission for a second time is your survival chances go to like the 20-30% range. Like,
Wow.
we're either gonna
Yeah,
get
I
it
was
the
just
first time or we're
looking
not gonna
because you
get it.
talked about older people, and I pulled that out. I was just curious. They say 60 to 90% still.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great.
50-year-olds, yeah. Survival rate varies. Yeah. Thanks, Google.
And I bet that changes monthly.
Oh,
with
I'm
the
sure it
fucking
does. I'm sure it does.
crazy
Just,
ass
you know,
shit.
Now,
it's
how,
just
how
general
often are
search.
they like rechecking? Like,
I was just
what's
gonna.
it-
That
yeah.
was my question. Yeah.
So right now, I just had a follow up with a adult oncologist
Yeah.
at Mass General.
So no
I got
lollipops. God
pediatrics,
damn it!
yeah.
I want to go back to that guy.
They're
last
like,
time
you're 30 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out. The last time I went to a pediatrics, I checked in and they're like, oh, where's your kid? I was like, no, I am the kid. That's what the girl said to me at the desk.
Yeah.
So I was like,
They
all right.
just keep sending me here. I
Perhaps
don't know
it's
why.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm older than a receptionist. This is bad.
He went in to check and
Yeah,
they're like, did you forget your kid?
Yeah, right. Is your kid in the car?
Is he still in the
Like,
fucking
He's
car?
parking the car.
we call it DSS. Like, what are
Yeah,
we doing
yeah.
here? So I went in to see an adult oncologist.
Yeah.
And they had me on one of the chemo meds I got. Like, basically, right now I just go in for blood checks once a year.
Yeah.
Before, like, when I left pediatrics, they're like, oh, like, one of the chemo drugs I got is very bad for your heart. You need echoes every 5 years, which is just an echocardiogram is an ultrasound of your heart, basically. When I revisited with this adult doctor, he's like, that is true if you were an actual pediatric getting in pediatrics. He goes, the dose that you got is actually lower than what we give adults anyways. So you
were kind of out of the window of, we'll call it risk for that particular condition.
right. He's like, you're right now. It's like, I check your blood levels once a year. I'll be your new oncologist if you're happy with me. We'll have you come in once a year. You can go to anywhere for blood work. And
Did
we'll
he
just,
really say if you're happy with me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He said, do you want me to be
Like
your new
he's like,
oncologist?"
leave
Yeah.
a review.
On
Give me a
Yelp.
5 stars on Yelp. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit.
10 out of 10 would see him again. Yeah.
I've been,
It's so fucked up.
No.
I'm sorry.
I've been real happy with
I'm
that.
sorry we're
I
making
just
fun of
switched
this
to
because this is so serious. But this is how I get with like real serious shit. I
Serious
can't.
shit is like
I
can
fucking
be the
Uh,
can't.
funniest fucking
I can't
stuff
handle
if
it.
you can handle
Yeah.
a good sense of humor, right?
Don't catch me at a funeral. I will giggle.
Yeah.
It's
Like
fucking
in the church,
awful.
In the church?
In the church.
Yeah,
in the. I
I
can't.
laugh at so many funerals.
It's so bad. It's my
Oh,
coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But so you just yeah. You're just at a point of follow up at this point.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
So people who listen to this are like,
These
you're
guys are
laughing?
fucking terrible. Yeah, I know.
Did he just ask his doctor should you leave a review for him? These fucking pricks.
So I know this was like a mega fucking sidestep here, but
Yeah, we took a hard left turn.
Yeah, right.
but
we
I
have
guess
180 out of the
I
conversation.
kind of did that intentionally because
You should have told us.
in the large scheme of things, that's exactly what this was for your fucking career. You're in the middle of your apprenticeship when you got this diagnosis.
Holy
Right.
shit.
Yeah, you're in the middle of your apprenticeship. You get this diagnosis. Obviously, during that, it's like, well, I'm not going to be at work tomorrow.
Do you
'cause,
want to see you?
It turns out I have stage 4 cancer.
Yeah. That's
Like-
exactly what the conversation was. It's funny. It's like I called him up. Yeah, hey, I'm actually going in for major surgery tomorrow. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
And then I was just out for like, like I said, like chemo for 7 months. I was probably out of work for a good 9 months
Wow.
until I had the strength to go back. And, yeah, he still had a
And
spot for me
you went
there.
back and worked for that guy after that?
Still went back and worked for Jack after. For
Wow.
that boss. So yeah, you took very good care of me. I got nothing. I did not leave to work for myself because of anything to do with that man. He gave me a lot. You know, he taught me just about everything. He took very good care of me. You know, I just wanted to try my own thing. That was the whole thing behind it. It was about the freedom. It wasn't about who I was employed by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, that's cool.
Yeah, but that was that was right in the beginning of everything.
Yeah.
So,
It's fucking crazy.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
Like, fuck.
Fucking A, man. That's nuts.
yeah, but it's all. Yeah, like I said, we're
Yeah.
all good now.
You're all
though,
clear
so-
now. Yeah. Man, your family must have been fucking bugging.
Oh, it was It's like well, that. Well, I mean, not to keep going deep, but that
No.
my
Yeah,
dad,
please.
my father passed of throat cancer, but that's because he was smoking since he was 5 years old
Yeah.
in fucking Italy. You know.
Okay, yeah,
It's like, you know, it's like that's just what you did.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
They baptize you and hand you a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Fucking off you go. Yeah.
No.
Paisan, off you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my
It's not even water, it's just smoke rings.
my dad was all respiratory conditions.
Mine too. I
fibrosis,
mean,
yeah,
we,
both
we
of
go
us,
around the
yeah.
table. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My
no,
dad
we-
has COPD
so
and
we
it's
have
25 fucking years.
So we all actually have a club.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to.
Are you gonna do this right now?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
We're
I'm
induct
gonna
him.
officially induct Tony as a member of the DDG, the Dead Dad Gang.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So no, we're all members of the DDG. Yeah. No, we've had
John and I's dad, they were close to me, like 6-8 months apart.
6 or 8 months apart. Yeah, we're all members of the DDG here.
Wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But they all died of smoking related diseases, I think.
No,
Some-
not Mark's
not
dad.
Mark's.
No,
Sorry, not
no,
Mark's.
no.
Yeah,
He quit years before, but he was a
well,
big
so did
smoker.
mine. My dad
Yeah.
quit before I was born, and it still killed him.
Oh, shit, really? Wow.
Yeah, no, mine
No,
didn't.
my dad smoked when I was.
He pretended he
around. I
did.
used to just hang out with him on the porch while I would smoke. Anytime someone lights, like, sometimes a cigarette will, the smell of it
Yeah.
will just bring me back. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's the best smell in the world.
I remember when I cleaned out my dad's apartment after he died, I was finding like hidden packs of cigarettes everywhere.
Of course.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker, man. But you know what? To the point, it's like he knew he was gonna croak.
Yeah.
Like they told him he had like fucking.
It was really funny because about a year before he died,
He had
was like,
pulmonary fibrosis. He knew he was gonna die. He was on hospice. He's like, I'm gonna rip some butts.
So your dad quit before you were born?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
the year I was born, whatever it was.
Whatever.
I wasn't
either
alive
way.
yet.
Yeah.
It was like he ran out of cigarettes. His lighter was dead, and he's like, I'm done. But he'd started smoking when he was 10.
What a
10 or
both
11,
ran out of cigarettes and the light is dead. That's
whatever
amazing.
it was. It was just
Yeah.
like one of those things.
Wow.
Cassie,
And then my mom smoked all through the pregnancy because why the fuck not? she
Cassie,
quit after my brother was born.
Cassie and I had that whole like we split up for a few months in between, like when we first started dating thing. And she found my stash when we got back together. I had this like rock in my mulch bed where I'd put all my
You
cigarettes out.
left him outside?
I just had this big rock in my
Yeah,
mulch bed,
all right.
and I'd always like be drinking in the garage
Oh.
and ripping butts in the driveway, and I'd just stick them under this rock. And like one day she was like, "This mulch bed looks like shit. I'm gonna redo this." She picked it up, and there's like fucking 200 cigarettes under it. She's like, "What's all this?" And I was like, "Remember that time we broke up for a few months?" There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, cigarettes are always there when I'm down.
I was smoking a cigar fishing the other night. Kai was like, she goes, you smoke cigars? I'm surprised you don't smoke cigarettes. I said, I used to smoke 2 packs a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I smoked for a while.
Well,
she goes,
John's
you did?
bachelor party, you were fucking unleashed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I? I said,
Oh,
yeah,
you-
really?
I was like, when? I didn't know you as well then because it was years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I thought you only smoked a couple of cigars here. They didn't realize you smoked.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't. And
Yeah,
you get a pack
usually-
of Marlboro
usually-
Reds, just fucking ripping
Yeah,
through. I'm like,
social events like that is when I usually do it. But ice fishing this year I didn't because of like the last couple times I'm just like,
I feel like shit when
feel
I try
like
to
shit.
now.
If I smoked a cigarette now, I'd feel like shit, and I wouldn't say a fucking word probably for 2 hours.
just try not to
I
throw
did that
up.
once in a
puke
bar.
if I
My
even-
friend's like, I'm
yeah.
gonna have a bar. I'm like, I'm coming with you. I had a cigarette, and then I'm like,
No.
sitting in the bar. He's like, what's wrong with you? I said, nothing. I'm fine. And I'm like, God, fucking damn. I said, these things ruined me.
The only thing I can handle now is like Chris will have like a fucking BlackBerry vape thing.
Yeah, those vape things aren't the same. No, I can
No.
have a couple hits off that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
But
No,
oh my god,
something different
if I
about it.
had a haul of a cigarette, I would just throw up on the floor.
Yeah, it's
right now.
awful. Yeah, no cigars I don't inhale, so I could smoke those are fine. I love them. I love cigars.
I started smoking. I was smoking like 2 packs a day in high school. I started smoking after chemo. After I got
Holy
chemo.
shit.
Talk about being an asshole.
It's like, I gotta get the stress out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You want to hear how much of a prick I am?
I remember smoking a pipe like outside, like on my buddy's deck, being like, "Oh, Tony, how you doing? Oh, you look great. Yeah, feeling great." They're like, I remember I left. They're like, "Yeah." My dad said, "Like, did he just fucking finish chemo and he's smoking a fucking pack outside?"
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a little phase. Yeah, that was. I'm glad that's over with. Yeah.
You gotta go through that phase.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta go through the smoking phase. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage. But yeah, so that was obviously a major fucking hiccup in your career. 6 months or not, obviously, thankfully that dude, you still went back and worked for him afterwards. And here you are now. When we started talking, you just bought that house. That was obviously a big project you were working on outside of work. That must have been quite a learning curve.
Yeah. Oh, just work on the house itself.
Yeah,
That was like, I had I know enough to be dangerous just like anybody else, so you figure it out.
It's really funny when you're like 25, 6-ish, because that's when I bought my first house. I was like, I can renovate this fucking thing, no problem.
Yeah, right. Forget about it.
Oh, yeah. And then you know exactly what happens after that.
You start peeling back the layers. And
Yep.
like that was, well, I mean, as John knows, it's like the people in there before me had more than several cats.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm like, Tony, there was 9.
yeah.
Tony's like, it kind of smells like cats in here. And I'm like, yeah, they had 9.
It's like 9. Yeah, they had a cat pen out back.
Yeah, it was a catio. They had a full-on
That's what it
catio
was.
out the
A
back.
cat corral, yeah.
Yep. Full-on catio. The whole entryway of your house now just was a litter box at that point.
No,
That's
I
fucking
found most
crazy.
of it too. The whole fireplace was full of it. Underneath the dryer was full of it. Oh, it was fucking
Down where that
terrible.
tree used to be by the mailboxes, they would just dump all the litter boxes there for years.
That's how it
crazy.
died.
real?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
What?
Yeah. They would take the litter boxes out of the house.
It's fine.
They'd walk them down to basically my house.
To the front. They
Just
got
dump 'em in the
woods all out
street. Yeah.
back, but they'll
Yeah.
bring 'em out front.
They have all these woods out back. They just dump them in the street. It's fuck.
What the
Dude, I would have been so petty. I would have shoveled every one of those up and brought it back to the house
these
and fucking fired it back at their house.
No, Mary and Leo, they were like in their 80s. They were so fucking nice. I remember one day Leo, I don't even know how he walked. They have a pretty steep hill, which, let's face it, when you're talking about buying property, you want to be uphill because you're not going to get water.
Everything
in the
runs
basement.
down, baby.
Yeah. It's a nice lot.
I guess that's true.
In that sense. And fucking, I remember Leo knocking on my door one day. I had owned that house. It was probably in 2016, 17. I owned that house for 3 or 4 years. And this fucking guy hobbled over there. I'm like, I don't even know how he walked. I'd see him walk from his house to the bench and outside the front door, and I'd be like, wow, I'm glad he made it. He made it all the way across the street. And he's like, John, can you come take a look at this? I got a little bit of water in my basement. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I fucking go over there. There's 3-4 feet of water in the
Oh,
basement.
shit.
The fucking hose had been on for days. Days. Just pouring into the basement. Through the bulkhead into the basement. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you get a little bit of water, Leo. No big deal. And I'm hooking up Harbor Freight pumps and pumping water out of the basement.
Jesus.
There was another time he's like, hey, so after that, it was oh, John can help me with whatever. And it's
Yeah. You got sucked in.
yeah. And it's hey, when it rains out, I got a little bit of water dripping on my skylight. I'm like, Leo, I'm going to tell you something. I like you. I don't
Not a
go on
roofer.
roofs.
Yeah.
I don't go on my roof. I don't go on your roof. I don't go on anybody's roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am top heavy. I don't
Yeah,
do
I don't
well
go on
on high
roofs.
areas. Yeah.
And Tony did the right thing. He got rid of those skylights right away. First thing, no more skylights. Yeah.
You could see the water coming through when I bought the place. It was so bad. Yeah,
It's
that place was
actively
brutal.
dripping on me while I'm signing. This is not good.
You know what? Good for me, because I ended up with a good neighbor. This fucking guy is a good guy.
And here we thought, because was it Anthony and Sarah looks at the house too, right?
Anthony and Sarah looked at the house too.
Did they look at it when it was actually on the market, or when
No,
it was going
before.
on the market? Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
when I knew
when he was pumping the water out.
no, when
Check this place
when
out.
the
He
kid
goes, they're going to drown in this.
no when the
It'll
kids
be for
told
sale
me they
soon.
were gonna list it, I brought Anthony and Sarah over there.
Yeah.
But it was over our head for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we looked at it and I was like, I can help you, change some sheetrock and stuff. And then it was like, oh, yeah, this is over our head.
John's like, I'm going to get on the roof. Forget it.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm out.
Yeah, it needed, that place needed everything.
But I do remember when he said, it's sold. And I'm wondering. And then apparently you moved in.
Yeah.
And after a little while, he's like, all right, that was cool.
No, I lucked out, man. We all both
I
of us
lucked
did.
out too. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice
we
to- I
all have
hope
good
my neighbor's
neighbors.
Not an ass.
Trust me, my first neighborhood, most of the people were cool. We were so tight together. There were so many neighbors that, like, the ratio's off. Like, you're going to get a couple of...
Yeah.
And nobody was really bad. Like, some people were annoying and, like, hard to deal with. But, like, nobody's terrible. It wasn't, like, Karen situations. But... And I moved into this place. And I'm like, oh, what are we going to do? We're going to do the neighbor I did meet that sold us the place. He was awesome. And the guy that was already living there, he was quiet, cool, kept to himself. And then there was a lot. And we were just wondering because someone was going to build on that lot. Yeah. And we waited and waited. We were there for like a year and a half. They started building. I was like, oh, God, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? And then that guy turned out to be super cool. So, like, it's just one of those, like, oh, God.
No, like, I'm not best friends with everybody in the street, but we have no problems.
Same. Like when I drive down the street, I wave to everybody.
Yep.
It's all good.
No, we got no problems.
Yeah.
Things are pretty fucking good. You hear horror stories about people with, bad neighbors and calling cops on each other and shit, and we can kind of do whatever. Everybody's pretty cool. So all things
usually just
considered,
text all the
pretty
guys like, hey, I'm about to do some stupid shit. You guys want to come over? Like, all right, I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, yeah. No, like the whole street knows, like, we do our big Halloween thing. It's like the whole fucking neighborhood's invited.
Yeah.
90% of them don't go. Tony goes. Our neighbors out back go. Everybody else, they know what's happening, but they don't go. That's fine.
Yeah, it's like nobody. Yeah, it's pretty low key over there. It's
Yeah.
like everybody's pretty civil. It's a good neighborhood to be in, definitely.
Yep. You get in our fucking in the morning, and you get a lot of cut through traffic to avoid the Route 44 rotary stuff. But I'm gonna get a spike strip. I'm gonna make a spike strip, lay it out.
I know for a fact that's legal. Just
Okay,
make
good.
sure you pull that thing back in before anybody gets there.
Yeah. No. The big controversy this week for me was somebody threw a bag of trash in my woods, and I really bugged out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Oh yeah. I lost my shit.
You posted about it? You're one of those?
yeah.
You post on the page?
On the town page, yeah.
John,
this motherfucker.
come on.
Listen.
Name, last initial.
Yeah.
On blast.
Stop, John.
Dude.
Stop.
I get $100 worth of nips in my woods weekly, which is fine. I pick them up.
So
I don't say anything.
all right.
This was a whole ass kitchen-sized trash bag
All right.
full of the trash from somebody's vehicle,
All right.
and it was fast food bags.
Can you pull up your post? I'd love to see what you wrote.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Do you want this episode to be about this?
Well, it's already been about what it was going to be about. Let's fucking finish strong.
You're the one who fucking... Are you kidding me? If you didn't mention you posted on it, I would have just let it go. But now I know you're one of them.
Oh, fuck.
I mentioned it. I fucked you.
I see people post on the pages all the time, and I'm just like, really? Like you. So now
To the guy in the
And
yellow
now-
sports car.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
your. Yeah.
You guys are
fucked you.
cunts.
yeah.
It's almost like misconnections. To the guy in the A train with the gray hair, you were kind of cute.
You want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah,
If
I do.
anyone knows Elijah R. that door dashes a lot of fast food, eats sunflower seeds, and uses Canada Dry to mix his nips, let him know that I have the package he left at my house.
I mean, that's kind of clever.
It's pretty fucking clever.
Was his name on all of the trash?
Wait, you open the trash?
Oh
Well,
yeah, I
oh,
put gloves on.
I mean, that's
and
his
I opened.
trees.
I opened this fucking trash bag that was yeeted into my woods.
What page is this?
The Middleborough Helping Middleborough page. It's fucking Middleborough Town page.
What are you helping there?
I told you
All
guys.
right, so what's the responses? I gotta know.
Oh, this nothing useful. I wanted to know who this motherfucker was, and nobody fucking tagged him. But literally, there was 3 different receipts that have his name, Elijah R. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there is somebody in town named Eli R., who I assume it is, but nobody tagged him, and I don't want to speculate, because the fact of the matter is it could be somebody who doesn't live in Middleborough.
Right.
It could be somebody that doesn't have Facebook, so I don't want to call anybody out that's not responsible. But I was hoping somebody was like, yeah, I know that motherfucker, and nobody did.
I think I told this story years ago on the podcast, but we had the same situation because I live on like the dead end of a dead end of a dead end. So like, it's just down.
Yeah,
in the
people are
middle.
dumping like mattresses and shit down by your
And they
house.
have televisions, tires, like all that kind of shit, right? And my neighbor used to work for the town, and he'd have somebody from the town come take it away, but he does not work for the town anymore. So he kind of has a personal, and personally wants to see the neighborhood clean. So like, if
Yeah.
he sees that shit, he gets mad.
No, I walk
Yeah.
down our street with gloves and a bag and pick up shit all the time.
He had his golf cart and a fucking picker, like a little
Yeah.
thing around it, and we do not have like. It's been really good.
Dude, a fireball nip
years
is
ago-
like the official flower of Middleborough.
Yeah. Years ago, it was right at the end of the street that comes down towards my house, and then you take the right, and someone just like turned their truck around and dumped a bunch of trash out,
Yep.
and it was just like that. All it took was like 2 seconds of looking at it, and there's a bunch of pill bottles with names and addresses.
Yeah.
And my neighbor was like, "All right," and so we live on.
Well,
the
that's
West
why I
Pol-
looked. I'm like, this is worth opening. This is a bag of secrets.
We live on the Westport Fall River line, and the Fall River cops patrol our street because it leads to the shooting range.
Yeah.
into the Freetown Forest, which is the Fall River part of the
Oh,
Freetown
yeah, I've been
Forest.
there.
Right. So they'll sit down there, make sure nobody's going back there. So we just kind of flagged the cop down. I was like, "Hey, you want to take a look at this?" And he was like, "All right." He ran the name, number, and they had people at their house within like minutes. And made them come back, clean the whole fucking thing up, and then find them for fucking dumping trash, which was fantastic.
No, I'm sure I could look into it further, but the public shaming's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that dude saw this. Somebody told him about this. Like fucking 200 people commented on it. So I'm happy. Public shaming is enough satisfaction for me.
It is aggravating.
Shame.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Shame. You just yell at him.
Yeah.
as Going by.
I fucking hate that shit. But back on track. Back on track.
We have a track?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's broken.
Tony's off on his own now. Tony DeRienzo Plumbing. Off on his own. You got 2 trucks. And you're fucking busy all the time.
Yeah, nonstop.
You're out of the house before I am and home after I am every fucking day. You're killing it.
Yeah, but you leave at 10 and come home at noon, so that's not too hard.
Fuck off. It's not like that.
Okay.
John leaves to pick up lunch.
Yeah.
That's not that hard.
No, but you're busy all the time. You got a bunch of gigs you're working on, new builds, you know.
2 crews.
So what's your specialty?
We do everything. We don't really stick to service. I try to. I didn't grow up. I started out in like the commercial field of stuff. So I was able to get that background, and then worked for my last company, and then always did commercial. What put me in the residential side of things was actually COVID, because when COVID happened, they shut down all the commercial stuff unless it was, like
Essential.
basically,
Emergency.
essential, so school or food. So we were doing some stuff at Brandeis University that kept us going. We did like a spice factory, which they considered food.
What is going on over there? You like nitro-filled beers?
The last one did it too. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's doing. All right, sorry, go on.
Oh no, so they did. So they kept us pretty busy in that aspect, but then a lot of the residential there was no restrictions on, so I got to have a good taste in the residential side of stuff too. Because even though it's the same trade, it's almost different working commercial to residential. So
The codes are so crazy, like different. They're the same but different.
codes are different,
Yeah.
materials different. It's a different beast. So I was able
Pipes
to
are
get like
so much smaller and way easier to work with.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. It depends on who you talk to. If you're a commercial guy and you send them into a residential setting, it's like they're lost, but like you can do vice versa too.
Yep.
Now that you're pretty well versed in both, do you have one that you prefer?
I definitely prefer the commercial. Yeah, commercial. I liked it better before. I like it better now.
Yep.
But it's whatever pays the bills. I mean, we're lucky to have like a good mix of both right now.
Yeah.
Even like on the service side of things, like I was never really service, meaning like your toilet's clogged, your showers, you don't get any hot water, like stuff like that. I was never really big on that side of stuff, but if I keep it going. I never really shoot people away. So
Yeah.
when you end up,
But that's the thing, though. It's like you help that person out, and then it's like you might get a big job from them later.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, you never know whose house you're walking into.
Yeah, or it's
so-
like the dude that has a fucked up hot water heater or something might be like a facilities manager for some big commercial building that you're going to get good work at.
Right, exactly. So it's like you never know who you're going to meet. You never know. Even if you're going into like Joe Schmo's house, you never know who they're going to refer you to who happens to be like a big wig somewhere. So it
Yep.
opens up a lot of doors. So I try not to say no to anything. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I do enjoy the commercial work, mainly just because of, I don't know, I guess like it's a lot easier if you have, it's me, my apprentice, and then I say like a half guy. So I have like 1.5 guys. I have somebody on, it's like a 1099.
Yeah.
So they're like, they have their own company, but they work for me, when they have time, when I get fill their schedule for them. So
Yeah.
it's easier just to schedule guys on the commercial side of things. So you have a large project going on, you're like, all right, well, I know like this rough is going to take them 3 weeks straight out. So it's like, all right, I got them
It's
set
like,
up.
you know,
there.
you have that guy busy for almost a month.
Right, and you don't got it stinks when you got a couple projects going at the same time. You got to pull guys off and juggle it, but it as long as I can, pick up the slack and get the other jobs going while those guys are on the bigger stuff, then it works out pretty well. So
That's sweet.
but yeah, we've been very fortunate to keep busy and
Yeah. So how long has it been now since you went off on your own? Like 2 years now?
yeah, a little bit over 2 years. Yeah, so I went up almost a full year working by myself. I got the other kid that I have with me is I used to work with at my last company.
And you bought a truck, hit the ground running pretty much. I mean, you go.
Yeah, with for myself, I bought a truck
Yeah.
before I even quit because I had to get everything in order before
Sure.
I did that. Yeah, before you quit your job, you can't go and you
Yeah, you
can't.
don't want to start at zero. You gotta have something going.
exactly. And then it's like basically gave my 2 weeks notice. and
Oh,
just
is
started
that your boy right there?
going. that's his that's Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He retracted. That's the
Because he got called out on it.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's been a couple years now, and shit. I mean, coincidentally enough, Tony already had the deal with the landlord at the place that Cassie's yoga studio's at,
Oh, wow.
and when we were in Italy, we had some issues. So thankfully, Tony was involved in it. It wasn't directly related to the stuff that Tony works on, but Tony was involved in it. So it was really nice to have a contact related to the issue.
Yeah, I think
Especially when we're out of the country.
John called me up, and then maybe like 20 minutes later, I'm already on my way there. And the property management company called me up, like, yeah, we got a problem. It's like, yeah, I already heard about it like 20 minutes ago. Thanks. But it's like I'm already on top of it.
Yeah, I got people. Don't
It's
worry
like
about
it was like
Yeah.
I have no idea what time it was here, but it was like 2 a.m. in Italy, and we're getting like texts from a yoga instructor like, "Hey, there's water coming up through the floor on the bathroom." And I'm like, "Fuck!"
That
and I'm
sounds not good. Yeah.
so I have no idea what to do. We didn't know if it was related to the building, our unit, or what. So I'm like, I'm just gonna call Tony, and he just was like, "Whatever, I'll head there." And then sure enough, like the landlord called him in addition to us calling him, coincidentally. And here
So
we are.
did you build both of them? Just question.
Yeah.
No, it ended up being a situation that was like a building issue. And it's an ongoing issue still. That's another story for another episode. But yeah, plumbing's pretty wild. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Plumbing in that
Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
the plumbing in that building's bad.
Yeah. And well, she's a fairly new building, isn't it?
No, it's a pretty old building.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of different things. I think it was a laundromat at one point.
It was a
Yeah.
laundromat before her. Yeah.
The actual building.
The overall, it's pretty old. It's been there for a long
I-
time.
I always picture her in a different. Trying to think.
It's in a plaza with a Walgreens, but the building's not like new by any means. It's been there for quite a while. But it's an old downtown area. It's changed over
Yeah.
the years. They've probably updated the plumbing half-assedly above.
I was just gonna say,
but the shit that's
everything's
times.
changed but the plumbing.
yeah, the shit underground has probably been the same
It's 'cause
for
it's
a
under
fucking
concrete,
million
yeah.
years.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
right,
right.
changing that.
Yeah, they got the same. They got the same main line to the sewer that they've been working off of for
Yeah,
all these
since
different
1975,
businesses.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's been a point of contention for a while, but yeah, Tony's worked in my family's houses, my house. He's talked to you on the phone.
Yeah, talk to me on the phone.
He's worked in my mom's house. He's worked in my house. This guy's everywhere, and you're busy all the time, which is fucking great.
Yeah, no, it especially feels good. You hear. Well, I'm not saying it feels good when other guys are slow, but we've been able to have such a consistency of workflow that it's we're doing something right. It's like
Yeah.
that phone keeps ringing and people keep
Fantastic,
calling
yeah.
you. That's why it's like even like we don't do a whole. I mean, I don't always have the best projects going on, but I feel like we just take on so much. It always keeps that workflow coming in. So I mean, it's a good thing for me, and it's a good thing for the guys too, because it puts money in everybody's pocket. So it's definitely been a learning curve, though. I mean, it's like going out. It's like you do side work for so many years. I mean, a lot of guys are at the point where they come to me like, "Oh, how did you do it? I want to do my own thing. How did you go about doing it?" And it's almost tough to be completely honest with people because you see like almost like a glow in some of these guys' eyes. Like, hey, like I see like what you're doing now, and I want to be doing the same thing. And it's like, man, like I hustled from when I had no business in fucking hustling. I was doing jobs. I had no business being at people's houses doing side jobs and stuff like that. And, you know, you figure it out and you learn from your mistakes, and, you know, those references grow and grow, and, you know, you meeting people just makes you meet more people. And it took me years and years to get to the point to even have the thought in my head to go out on my own.
Where do you find that line with like, you know, I think there's a line with like, I want to protect what I've earned versus like, I want to help the young guy coming up. Like, do you meet like young people in the trade where it's like, this guy fucking gets it, like I'm going to give this guy some advice? Or do you meet some guy that's like, this guy's just trying to cut corners, like fuck that guy, I don't want to help that guy?
Yeah, a little bit of both. You know, there's people that come to you sincere, but most of the people that, everybody has like a very sincere intention, I feel like. And I feel like I'm still green to the point where I almost...
You don't want to give advice.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't earned that yet. You know, it's like I think I've done well for myself. I mean, what do they say? For, you know, small businesses fail within the first year typically. You know, and I've made it over 2. So something's going right here. But at the same time, like I don't feel like I should be at that point of giving out advice yet. But I swear, like 90% of the people you talk to, they say like, "Oh, you did it." Like, "Oh, I'm just gonna quit my job." It's like, no, man, that's not how this worked at all. Like,
just say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, right. We'll see how that works.
Go ahead.
It's a great idea. You should definitely do that.
You
You should definitely quit your job. Yeah.
So,
see, for me, I would consider that like a future threat, like giving them advice on how to start their own business, right? Especially working under you, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, so like when I go to moving conventions, which I rarely.
Because you have your own company too, right?
No, I work for John's brother-in-law.
Okay.
But I go to, you know, they'll send me.
But you're an upper management.
Yeah. So like when I'm sitting around other people and they're talking fucking business with me, and what do you got? Oh, how busy you been? What do you guys been? What do you guys got your hands in? I don't household. Yeah, we just do household. I don't fucking mention anything other than what everybody does, because I don't want your fucking hands in my pocket.
Right.
I don't want you fucking undercutting my customers. I don't trust you. You're going to fucking steal them. We had that, like, this happened like a few months ago. We figured it out. Another fucking huge agency tried to take a fucking account from us. And I'm like, this is why I don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Guys come in there, like people, like we have an account now that we've known for someone we've known for a long time. We're storing their shit, and he's asking 100 fucking questions. And I'm just like, you're not even in the same bit. You're just in fucking logistics. Like, you're not a mover.
There's a point where it's like,
and I'm just
weird.
like, I'm not saying a fucking word, but yet there's other people in the company that will just chat and thinks it's great. And I'm just like, nope. I'm like, shut the fuck. Don't fucking tell anyone a goddamn thing.
So I get it with that part of it. Like, you don't want to give away your business, right?
Yeah.
But I think what John might have been saying was, as far as like being a licensed guy, giving apprentices like advice and whatever, and like bringing those people along. So like,
I think it goes both ways. I think you meet people. I feel like Tony's humble, as the guy, the guy that played across with him said. When you're in the position that Tony's in, you meet people, and I feel like you're a pretty good read of somebody. Like, you know,
I mean,
some
you kind of
people
know
are
when someone's trying to use you, right?
Yeah,
so like,
I feel like you meet someone who's maybe like just trying to make a buck, or you know, you meet someone who's like, all right, this dude's hustling. You know,
right? Yeah,
and sometimes you just need a body, and that's
read on
okay.
people.
Yeah.
It's like people don't understand, you know, what actually goes into it. It's like there's, you know, I've had plenty of, I mean, not exaggerating, like 18-hour days. Like you leave, like you work extremely long days, and those have been days in the field lately. I mean, not to mention, I mean, just about every day, you know, I'm doing a 10 or a 12.
No, not that I'm like, not that I'm fucking timing you, but I tell you one, like sometimes I let my dogs out at 6, 7 in the morning. It's like, well, Tony's truck's already gone, and I come home from work at the end of the night. I'm like, oh, Tony's truck's still not here. You know,
the days.
When you own your own company, you're always working regardless, whether you're in the field or at home, right?
Well, no, and even like when I have some stupid problem where I'm like, I should text Tony about this, but I don't want to bother him. He's had a long day.
Yeah, that's a completely different thing. It's like especially when you're able to help out somebody that you know like that. I feel like that's a perk in it, you know.
I know I'm an easy call because I'm like, you know, when you get home, swing by and check out this thing in my house.
He'll throw us 4-pack.
Follow the beers I left in your driveway down the street across
throw
the
a 4-pack through your window. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, oh, while you're out here, I got a clogged fucking toilet.
Real quick.
You won't believe this.
My entire AC is down.
Yeah.
I definitely do agree with what you're saying too. It's like a lot of times you go to the supply house and guys have bullshit and like like I was saying when a lot of guys were slowed down. Probably like 2 months ago there was a pretty big slowdown. We were very busy, but a lot of guys slowed down and like, oh, how you doing? What do you got going on? I said, like, I just say like, oh, we're doing well.
We're steady. We're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
even if we're dead,
I
say,
business.
yep, we're busy.
Yeah, we're busy. It's like
always
guys
busy.
Small, so just keeping it going, whatever, something like that.
Like
Keep
guy
it vague.
Contractors call me up. They said, "Oh, you busy right now? I got this." I said, "Yeah, we're slammed, but I'll fit you in." It's like I'll get a guy there tomorrow morning, even if we got nothing. Like I got a call. I was like, kind of. Well, he's gonna be pissed if he's listening to this right now. I was gonna say, man, have a good long weekend. I got nothing really pressing going on. Enjoy your long weekend. I'll pay you for the day. Whatever. I take care of them. Yeah. And I got a call right before you guys picked me up at 3:00. Hey, I got a sewer line leak. Oh, Charlie, I know where you're going. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, you got your day cut out for you now tomorrow, but.
Nope. Hey, you know what? If you're busy, you still got hours to pay Charlie.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's funny because when you actually asked the question, I thought you more about gatekeeping information as far as like the trade goes.
Well, both, yeah.
Because I've worked with people growing. When I started as an apprentice, it was a little over 20 years ago. There was a mix of old school and sort of new school guys, right? So like the old school fitters who were the mentors for the new school guys that I was learning from, those guys wouldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Right. So like I'm in this trade to learn, right? So I show up, I'm like
eager,
I'm 3 weeks in. I don't
Show
know
up on
what the fuck
time,
I'm doing. I'm like, all right. Like, I need you to do this. All right, sweet. So, like, do I do it like this or do I do it like this? Like, what would you prefer? I don't know. What do you think? Well, I don't know because I'm supposed to listen to you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking 40 hours into this trade.
Yeah,
like,
right.
What am I supposed to do? Well, I don't guess you figure it out and they turn around and walk away. I'm in a commercial building. Like, if I fuck this up, it's going to be really bad.
Yeah,
like,
right.
whatever. And those guys were so worried about young guys coming in and taking their jobs and, like, phasing them out. But, like, those guys just never went away.
No.
Like, you're not going to go away. Like, if you're a seasoned fitter or tradesperson of any of those things, like, it's very rare that they push you out before your time.
Right.
Especially now, right, with no people coming in, right? We talked about this a while ago, and I forget what the numbers were, but generally speaking, like, 20 years ago, the average, plumber, pipe fitter, whatever, was 30 years old. Now they're 50.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's like age of the average plumber is like 56. Or
Yeah. And it's just like, I'll help you. I'm not trying to take your job. I'm just trying to learn how to do this trade because you guys hired me to do this job.
The average age of a plumber in the United States is 41 years old.
Right.
Wow. Okay, that's good too.
Now, how about 20 years ago? It was probably like 26 because
All right, hang on.
it was like a 10 or 15 year swing or whatever it was. But yeah, that was it. So there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. Like everyone's like trying to hold back information, not tell you everything, just so they have a little something. And I get it to a point. I've never had an apprentice I didn't tell everything to. Like, do you know something? Here it is.
Yeah,
All you're doing is helping me.
And you get, the more they know, the easier they're going to make your life.
Exactly.
So, but a lot of guys didn't see it.
And then I look fantastic.
The average age of
my job's
a
coming
plumber
in
in 2015 was 41. It was the same.
Yeah, they said so. This says determine the average age of a plumber 20 years ago. You need to consider the current age is you subtract 20 off the current. So they were 21.
Okay.
Interesting.
It just meant there were a lot less people. There are a lot less people in trades now, and they're generally much older.
Yeah.
Because they've been in them for
yeah.
years.
All right, nobody was going into them back then, so I guess that.
Well, there was like
makes sense.
that break where, like, for the last 5 or 10 years, they've really been back pushing the trades, right, in schools and stuff like. Because when I was in high school, you don't go into a trade. That's for stupid people.
No, yeah, I've gotten more call. I get calls for trade kids. Actually, a lot of females lately. A lot of females in trade school call me for plumbing apprenticeships. More than the guys. I had a call from a guy today that was really sounded like a really good kid, but he was from like Midwestern Mass, so he was like way out of our. I'm not gonna have an 18-year-old kid drive that far. Probably 18, 19 years old.
Like, buddy, I'm
2-hour
sorry. It's a
commute.
long fucking ride for
It's like-
$11 an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now, even Andy at the shop up the road, he's got a younger girl working there as a lube tech now, and it's like, I think it's like her first job out of Oak probably, And it's cool to see more women in trades that way, and just people in general in trades. In general, like I wanted to go to Vogue
Like,
so fucking
I don't care
bad.
if you're a man, a woman, or something in between. If you want to
No.
come to work and do a good job, fucking let's go.
I wanted to
right?
go to
Like,
Vogue so fucking bad,
Yeah.
but it was like my parents just had that mentality.
Yeah,
They-
my
they-
mom did too.
They didn't work in trades, so
My
my
mom regrets it now.
yeah, same. I berate my mom about it all the time. She asked me how work's going. I'm like, oh, I'm just all the guys that went to Vogue that didn't go to college. I'm just babysitting
So far
them,
behind them.
and they're
Yeah,
making
yeah.
4 times more money than
I
me.
have to say,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes I'm like, man, I was a motherfucker to my parents, and then I hear John Stairs, and I'm like, he's a motherfucker still.
But he was a silent killer.
I grew out of it, and he's still
He's
just
growing
a
into
motherfucker.
it. Yeah. He wasn't that like
I torture
then.
them.
He just wore weird,
Yeah.
fucking duct tape
Jesus,
jeans.
yeah. That was just enough to throw them in therapy for themselves, and now he's still just needles them.
Yeah. Like, remember when you didn't let me go to Vogue? Well, they did try to make me go to. They tried to make me go to the Catholic school in Taunton. I didn't even.
Oh, how's that gonna work out?
Coil Cassidy.
Coil and Cassidy.
Yeah, you just walk in and things start burning.
No, I just drew a bunch of upside down crosses on the test, and they didn't let me in. No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Like that, I failed that test.
I am Satan's conduit, and we're
Yeah.
done here. Yeah.
Well, no, they were like,
I think
I wanted to go to Vogue.
I think when you went to high school there, during our time, you had to play a sport too. So John's like, I'm not.
No, I had to take a test. They wanted
No,
me to
I
go
know.
there.
I know.
I wanted to go to
I'm
Vogue,
aware
and
of
we
the test.
settled on Bridgewater Rainham. Yeah, that was the settle. Yeah,
Yeah.
We compromised.
yeah. No, I failed that test miserably.
All
It
right.
was
I
like
want to
2
go to Vogue.
2 plus
you
2
want me
is
to go to private
2
school?
plus
How
2
about
is
public?
3. 2 plus 2 is 3. Hail Satan. I'm not going to Vogue.
Well, it was really funny because when Emma was in 8th grade, a bunch of her friends were going to Vogue.
Yeah.
They're going to Diamond, whatever,
Yeah.
taking the test. So she takes the test and she passed. And so I was like, all right. So it's like the pre-interview or whatever. I was like, so, what shop do you think you want to be in? And she was like, what do you mean shop? You know what a Vogue school is, right? Like, vocational, culinary, like, so whatever. Whatever the vocation was. And she's like, oh, no, just my friends are going there. So I just want to go to
yeah.
that school. I'm like, you're not taking a spot from someone who deserves this
Yeah.
spot because you just want to be. It turns out they were not good friends, so it was a good call
I
at
don't
the end.
know.
But like,
Maybe
what
it's a
are you
blessing in
doing?
disguise because
what
I enjoy the things that I do now. Like if I went for automotive, maybe I wouldn't enjoy working on cars. I don't know.
I would never have gone for auto because I would hate working on people's cars.
I wanted to go for electrical and automotive. Those are my top 2 choices. Who the fuck knows how it would have panned out?
Yeah.
Now I know enough of both to be dangerous. So
Well, again, when I was in school, we put those kids in the basement. We never talked to them again. They just kind of went out the basement door and went somewhere else.
oh yeah, Tony called me like a month ago. Like, hey, I'm putting these lights in my truck. I'm like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll tell you what I know.
I'll give you my
And they
best
work.
advice. Yeah, they worked. Yeah.
Yep, they work.
It worked
It's only 2 wires, John. It's not that hard.
There's more than 2 wires. Pretty much 2 wires.
If you have a 3rd wire, it's fancy.
I didn't have brake lights for a couple days, but we figured it out.
Oh shit.
We've gotten
But we
through it.
persevered. We got through.
We got through it.
On the work truck?
Oh, work. Yeah,
The box truck?
I
Yeah.
mixed up the brakes and the runnings, so it's like when you hit the brakes, they didn't do shit
Oh yeah.
unless it looked good. when you didn't
Directionals
have
came
the
on.
runnings on. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh no, this works great, and then it's like somebody called the number when they were behind me, like, yeah, you got no brake lights. I was like, oh shit.
Thanks. It's better that they called you before you
Yeah.
got pulled over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, before they rear-ended me, right?
Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, things are good. The new business is killing it. You're busy all the time.
So, do you think you want to have like a multiple employee business, or do you think you want to keep it
That's a great question.
to like a manageable couple of people or yourself, whatever it is?
That is a very good question. So, people who I've learned from in the business, one of the biggest mentors I have, they actually have a consulting business. So this is like what they do for a living. They own like an HVAC company, and he also does consulting. So his best piece of advice that he gave to me, he goes, grow your business like you're trying to sell it, whether or not you are actually going to sell it. So grow your business like
To make it the most profitable.
to make it the most profitable, to make it be worth something. So if you build something up that is worth something, then, if you want to get out of it, then you can then you have a way out of it.
You always have an out.
Yeah. So it's if you're able to grow it, it's like a lot of guys just get stuck in the business realm of things that like you're wearing all the hats, you're doing all the work. So there's all at the end of the day when guys go to retire, all they have to sell is really nothing. You have a couple trucks, you have a couple guys that can leave, you have no contracts, and you have a couple tools. That's really all it is. But if you can set it up in the way that you have like a software, like a call comes in, and you have an order set up to the way that call gets handled and how it gets
Some sort of work
processed.
order system.
Yeah.
Right. Then it ends up being worth something. So, well, I guess to answer your question is like I'd like to build it up to at least 4 steady guys and myself, and then if I could build it up to that point and keep that going with like a good business backing in place, then I think it would that I would definitely be happy with that.
Because it's really funny because I see like.
Yeah, like, do you eventually want to have like a project manager or an operations manager or anything, or do you just want to stay, working in the field and running the projects?
I think if you have about 4 guys working for you, that it's like the size I want to be at.
You're
the
the
owner-
project manager.
Yeah,
Right.
the owner
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much handle that if you get 100% out of the field. Even now with having, like I said, like 1.5 guys, like basically like 2 full guys, 2 on when I need them.
Yeah.
I'm able to pull away and get my inspections and bid some jobs and do little stuff that's coming in with those 2 guys working. So if I'm able to bring in enough work while keeping 4 guys working, you can typically handle the rest of it. I mean, I do
Yeah.
have somebody that does my books. I have somebody not in my
You
office.
definitely need somebody. You need somebody doing the bookkeeping that knows what they're doing. So
Right.
there's like
And that's one of the biggest things too. It's like you have to. That's what I'm really working on now. Is I'm trying to learn how to give them some control, because you think you're gonna do everything the best, and you're not. There's absolutely no way you're gonna do everything the best. You have to start bringing in people that, whether you want to realize it or not, they're gonna do stuff better than you.
even though
Like,
you
if-
pay
if
them,
you're
they're
a
going to
great-
save you money.
If you're a great plumber and business owner, you can't be a great accountant.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly. Yeah, there's people that are way better at that job than you ever will be for a good reason, and then that's why you pay them.
Right,
for
and
it.
they,
Yeah.
and they handle 30 of your businesses.
Yeah,
Like
and if
you
you're
and
happy
30
to
other
pay them to
people,
do
you know
it,
what I'm saying?
fucking let them do it,
Right.
Yeah,
and then it's off your plate.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's really funny. I was going to say,
definitely
like, you see, like, these really successful businesses, and they're like 5 to 7 guys, right? Or people, doesn't matter, guys, girls. 5 to 7 individuals in this business. And then they get to like 20, and that's not really working. But then you get to like 40, and you've hit a point now you've delegated enough, whatever. So there's like these midpoints where you can hit with numbers of people.
Right.
Where it makes the business viable, right? So like
Right.
in that middle point, like you're struggling because you've got all these people doing these jobs that you really can't pay for because you need an accountant, but he don't need him full time, but he can't be part time. So like you need a full time accountant.
But you can outsource that.
But in that middle stage, you can't
Yeah.
because it costs more money to outsource it for that many people where it wouldn't for like 4 people, but now you get 20.
Yeah.
So you should have your own person doing that, but then you have to counter his salary or their
No, I
salary
get what
with
you're
some.
saying.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're,
Like,
you're outsourcing accounting now.
there's weird like pockets of numbers of employees where it
Yeah.
works and it doesn't work.
Right, like even like going from like the like if you're at, even like on the very low numbers of things, from what I understand, like you're at 3 guys, you really have to almost jump to the 4. It's
Yeah.
like, or like you were saying, like when you get up to those huge numbers, like like 25 guys, like you might be pushing it. You really got to go to the 30 guys to really make it worth it for those 25 guys. to
Right,
pay for
because you have to
themselves.
offset the people who don't do the actual work that brings in the money. But they do the bookkeeping, they do the scheduling, they do that stuff. So
Right,
like
to make those
but
people
they get a
Or,
salary. So, like,
even if it's all, field guys, you're going to have 5 guys that are the most billable, and then
Right.
you're going to have 15 guys that are just hands.
Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna have the guys who actually care and have.
You're going to
that
have
drive
job
behind them.
leads. You're going to have guys that you can send on jobs alone to run a job.
Right.
And then they're going to have helpers,
Yep, exactly. And that's why, like, those guys get paid, get paid the most and
Yeah.
and get taken care of the most too. It's like that mentality of some people being like, oh, like I'm just gonna get, come in and I'm just gonna do as much as the next guy because I know I'm gonna get paid, as much as him. It's like it's not gonna go like that forever. Like when stuff slows down, it's like you're gonna be the first one to go. So
mhm.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, the guys that are going to work the hardest show themselves.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
well, I think we're at a good point. I think we've
Yeah.
said it all.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he said more. He said more tonight.
yeah,
Yeah. No, Tony, thanks so much for joining us.
No, thanks for having me. No, it's a great this great to be on here. I know we were talking about doing it for a while, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, we should do this again. I feel like we could do another 2 hours on other shit that we didn't even talk about. So thanks so much for hanging out, man. And hope everybody has a great week. We'll see you next time.